Oh,
Who's got a fucking bag of chips?
Me.
Can fucking hear that shit.
I don't have it in my hands.
No, I was like, he was like ruffling through a
No,
bag
that
of
was
chips.
me. I was just
Quiet.
grabbing something out of my bag.
Okay.
Maybe I'm really loud? No, because I have.
I was gonna say, do you use a bag of chips like a purse?
Just grabbing something out of my bag of chips.
Oh,
Man,
here,
I wonder what it could
there's
be.
one more thing in my bag. Let me just
Just ruffle around in here.
I just wanted to get that last crumb at the bottom, you know?
Like
I
the
just wanted
Pringles
to see
can meme all over again.
at the very
no.
bottom.
No, I picked up food and it was in a bag. I had to get it out of the bag.
Oh, we got one of those like
Is that
paper
why
bags
it
because they don't.
sounded
Yeah.
all staticky earlier because you were swinging by McDonald's.
In my McDonald's.
Oh yeah, I went to fucking get Chinese food, Doug.
Respectable.
I'm not gonna lie.
what's
To
up,
this
Big
day,
Red?
I was
What
still
now?
mad.
No, you went to
still mad
Panda
about,
Express because Gail was here.
McDonald's doing the 50-cent cheeseburgers and not telling anybody.
You went to
50-cent cheeseburgers,
Panda.
huh?
Yeah,
50-cent
a
cheeseburger?
couple
What the
weeks
fuck?
ago, McDonald's was doing 50-cent cheeseburgers.
These
We do a dollar
bastards never
cheeseburger.
advertise the things that people actually want.
Right?
Fuckers.
They just advertise when they take something good off the menu and make you suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Taco Bell with the cheesy potato grillers.
I don't think I should
Bro,
have the cheesy
Wanna
potato.
go in my stream so that y'all can check the sound of y'all?
I will come in and then I will just scream relentlessly. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. So it doesn't have to be me.
Bro, Taco Bell's got the freaking like grilled cheese double steak burrito, and oh my god,
Okay,
it's
so
just
you mentioned louder now. That
That
means I'm
is
doing something
way too much
good.
grease.
it's all
Okay, so
cheese,
what if
and I
I
love
pump
it.
like
I'm
here?
one
We
of
can
the
be-
lactose
okay.
intolerant people. That's like cheese. Yes, more please.
Yeah.
That's me. Oh, I'm not meaning to make myself jump. It's just every time I hit certain hotkeys. So don't mind me bouncing here for a second.
Nobody else.
Okay. What about now?
See, I just like that I have to hear Gail twice because I'm sitting in the stream to see if the audio fixes.
Please.
We sit here
Alright.
and suffer for the cause.
The life of a VTuber never ends. Give me my
agree.
Titanic flute.
Ben, did we tell Robbie and TJ that we were streaming now?
I don't think we did, actually. I will tell them.
Thank you. You get on that.
At least it gives me something to do, so.
That's fair. Well, everybody else is trying to
Yeah,
fix
everybody
our
else is.
problem.
God, it's a bunch of streamers. Gosh.
Shut up,
Let's
man.
see.
And these
The thing I'm
these
adjusting is
stupid
in the
influencers.
advanced audio properties. The more I raise it, the more y'all can hear. So I'm bumping this. Oh gosh, at 5 points. Well, I heard me at 4 different places.
You're uploading. Yeah, you're updating the DBS. Okay.
Again, so that it's really high.
You're fine. It's okay. I'm still 10 points away from a goddamn Titanic flute.
You really want that flute?
Salute.
I'm gonna flame the young. No, you can kind of hear his now.
I wonder how far away I can go with these new.
What about now?
I'm waiting for the what about now part that I'll answer you.
Oh my god. Look at me now.
Ding, ding,
Okay,
ding,
we go.
ding, ding, ding.
We're still a bit low, but you can still hear it. You can hear us as long as you're not like attacking it or being aggressive. I'm gonna yell over.
But that's
Because,
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so basically, it's fine. You can hear it. It's just that you have the powering voice of the stream. It's fine. Maybe you go feeling through.
What?
Whose scream was that?
Turn
I
me
just heard it.
Don't worry about it.
Totally not getting a sneak peek at the cat stats or anything.
If y'all turned to like 286%.
It's not good enough.
No.
Maybe I need to get rid of the Discord one and just use the desktop.
286%.
You could do that, or yeah, or you could just make a new Discord one. I don't know.
Oh,
Like
I could make a new Discord one, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could just delete that one and make a new one because, like,
Wait,
my Discord is
I
set
love
to
Fallout
negative
memes.
7.2 dB
would it
or
be
decibels.
audio output?
Dib.
No, it'd be audio input. It'd be
Yep. So you go
audio
plus. It will be the
plus
beta one. Or you can do application audio capture beta,
Oh,
and that will just capture Discord alone.
it's
Oh my
already in
god.
use. What the heck?
So voice meters
I'm
not needed
saving all
anymore.
of these. They're great.
It's because that name's already used. I put Discord numbers in.
Yep. And then just when you set it up, select the app of Discord,
Oh,
and it will just pick up Discord.
what about
It-
now? Wait, where's that? Oh, Discord one. There we go. That's so cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
That-
What about
Okay.
that's so
Ah.
cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
It might be your Discord What are your Discord settings at? There's the
What
flute.
the-
I'm glad.
What was that?
Way up on Discord as well.
It might be is your output volume lower than normal?
Oh, that explains why I had to turn my headset volume all the way up then.
Because yeah, if you go to Discord video, voice and video, your output setting might be lower than the natural 100%, which is technically
Setting?
50% because it can. Yeah, so if you go to settings, video and voice and video, and then you check your output volume.
All right.
What is it at?
Okay. Like 50.
Yeah, that's so you're basically putting us on a fourth of the normal volume of Discord.
Oof.
Oh, okay. Y'all are turned all the way. They're all the same as my input now.
Is that like 50?
How's it sound
Okay,
now?
I'll let you all the way. They're all the same as my input now.
Okay, let's see. Tech support is painful.
Did you turn it off and then back on again?
Something else is capturing their audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting double.
Yeah. So, did you mute the original Discord one that you had before application?
I did not.
After we realized the problem, I muted it. Yes.
Now I have, yes. Is it
hold up.
echoing still?
I could share my OBS, but it's very confusing for people who don't understand how my OBS works because my OBS is dumb. I'll go full tech support and share my OBS screen.
No, they're still really cool.
Hold on, let me get full tech support out here. Let me get my OBS stream out. Okay.
I need help. I understand nothing.
Okay. Where's my share screen button?
Echo has stopped. That's good.
Share screen. No, I don't want you to share that. I want you to just share screen one. Okay, let me look up my OBS. Clicky.
So you had plenty of time to run and get food or to get your.
You had plenty of time to go to the goddamn cafe. Okay,
Yeah,
let
it's
me go
good to
into
know.
my
If you
audio settings.
leave now, you'll still probably make it back before we start.
Probably.
Nah, I'm
Oh,
scrolling. I'm scrolling through a social media app that has videos.
My
and it's
OBS
funny.
really just fucking
Was
crashed.
it the clock
No, it did
app?
not.
Welcome to the
Audio.
crashing.
No, it did not. It just took a while to load up. So
The audio turned all the way up for some not
okay. So what I've got it set to. Can you
Bro,
stop
what's with
being
everybody's
dumb?
fascination with trapdoors?
OBS, you motherfucker. So as you can see, this is my Discord one up here with OBS at negative 72 decibels. So every time someone talks, you'll see that line pop up, like my mic is now.
yeah.
How far is yours popping up?
It's not
Oh yeah, y'all are only hitting like -45 to -40.
Yeah, so you want us to be
Let's
hitting like
go.
-20. So
Yeah, because
if
I'm
you
all the
go
way up at
to
like.
yeah, so if you go to the advanced properties view section
Okay.
even before, change this volume percenter to -10 decibels.
Whoa.
Okay. And then
Now are we shooting up higher than what we were before?
change this.
Let's go.
Hold on. Let me find it.
Ooh.
10 decibels.
Negative. We don't want don't do 10 because then we're gonna blow out your speakers. Decibels are dumb. They work at 0 and then negatives.
Look at me. Nah.
Okay. So what am
God.
I to?
-10.
Negative. That. Neg. Neg.
Minus
Ed.
10. Now are we shooting up on your Discord to about the yellow part?
No.
No, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now you're -55.
You thought yours was dumb.
Okay. Okay, we're starting with the
I
next
have-
issue.
I have
Hold
my
on.
Discord normally at 60% when it's in the volume, so it's like at -4.4 decibels.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a dumb question.
What's the dumb question?
Shouldn't Gail be
Oh wait, it turned
be
to
sharing her screen?
0.
What?
Shouldn't Gail be sharing her screen so we can
Negative.
show so we can see what her thing
Yeah,
looks like?
probably. I was just showing her the
Ed.
issues that I was thinking was the issue, but apparently not. Let me just stop streaming.
Yeah, you're at.
Gail, do you want to stream your OBS for us?
Yeah.
Tech support time! I haven't done this like 45 times. It's like, okay, let's do it.
I would just like to
Share
point out that we were
screen.
supposed to start about half an hour ago and we still haven't done
I
anything.
would
It's
like to point out that I
fine.
don't
Yes.
care.
Let's see. Now I share my OBS, right?
I,
Yeah.
I got
Yes, they
everyone
just do
together half
screen
an hour
OBS.
early to
Watch.
avoid this and it didn't work.
Because your stream like right on the dot.
As someone that has
That's what it is.
hosted D&D sessions at the place they live,
You never
you
start
should
on time.
expect 2 hours.
Yep.
I
2
swear,
hours
it'll
of
get
tech support.
better. I promise.
Gail will figure it out eventually.
Mm.
Well,
What
okay.
did I do to stop the echo? I muted the desktop audio instead of the Discord audio.
Okay.
'Cause that's
So
what
here's the
was causing
first
the
issue.
echo.
You're
Oh,
using
look,
Discord 1.
everything's white. Oh,
Using Discord 1.
Oh, okay. What? Using
So
Discord. Hold
Discord
on.
1's the one you're using for
Hold
Discord
on.
capture.
Bad things are happening. 1 second. Hold on. I am
Oh my
confusion.
God.
Okay, it's fixed. Okay, bye.
Things are breaking.
So you're using Discord 1 as the
Okay.
audio grabber.
Yes.
Take that lovely little scroll thing on the blue thing and knock it all the way to the top.
Whoa.
You can grab it. There you go. Okay. Now are we higher than we were before? We were before at 0 decibels.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're -45 now.
Why the fuck are we so low? Okay. Next fucking issue. So you've got that. You got that. Okay. So at -45. Okay. In your.
What is that?
I'm just checking. Okay. So what we're gonna do now. Go to your computer settings. Let's close a bunch of shit. Thank you for reminding me to close a bunch of shit. And I was going to my settings.
Like my actual settings?
Yes, your whole your
It's
volume
running
mixer.
very slowly now. So
It
I'm
doesn't like when you
It's because you're sharing the screen, so just stop sharing the screen
okay.
because that's requiring you to stream towards. It's requiring you to stream in 2 places, so it's getting confused. Is it fixed now? So go to volume settings. What we're going to check is your volume mixer. And we're going to see if you've
Settings.
turned your Discord volume mixer.
Hold on.
Toogie boo wabba.
What?
Toogie boo wabba.
Tweepawapa.
Toogie boo wabba.
So if you're going through the systems, it will be systems.
Do you know
It'll
what
be
it is?
settings, systems, and then sound.
Do you know what
Then
lava is?
scroll. Yep. Then scroll down. There'll be one called underneath your input. There'll be a section called advanced, and there'll be all sound devices. Then your volume mixer. When you're in that, you want to check to make sure that your Discord in your app section is set to 100. Because if it's not, that will be the issue. It'll be that the Discord may be running 100% in your ears, but on the computer side, it's running at like 40%.
This is real.
Okay, I'm in sounds. Some sound. Now what am I
Yep.
looking for?
Scroll down to
Down.
near the bottom. There'll be an advanced tab, like a little word saying advanced, and then there'll be some sections underneath it. Do you see that?
See more settings, more sound settings.
That will work. We need to get to your volume mixer.
Thank God Ozzy's here. We love you, Ozzy.
Speaker, headphone.
The other way to do it is you have on the bottom of your taskbar like a little microphone, a little speaker with things come out. Right click on that, and then you should be able to open the volume mixer.
Ah.
It's a whole new
Volume.
world.
Now, find
I
the
think that was the sound
Discord,
of the
It has y'all
enlightenment.
at 4.
then knock that to 100%.
Oh my god, y'all getting so loud. Okay.
If that was your issue,
Shush. Everyone's silent. It hurts my head. It hurts my ears.
I
Okay,
don't
y'all.
have to donate for this. Let's go.
I turned y'all to
So-
50 because now y'all are like.
yeah, but now you can
y'all
fix.
are
Now
way
you can.
louder.
Now you can move your little blue thing back and down to balance
Oh
the
yeah,
audio.
y'all are hecking all the way negative.
After you're done with
now.
her, Ozzy, can you tell me how to get the D&D Beyond extension into my OBS and that little stream manager you had for the scenes?
Cool. So, so first of all,
Like my
you wanted the you wanted the D&D on your screen.
Yeah.
So to get on your stream, hit the plus button to add a source.
Source.
Now, are you working on a browser or something else?
Browser.
Browser. So you want to add a new window capture,
Okay. So.
and so plus add source, add window capture. Then when you're at the window capture, it's going to ask you what to capture. Make sure you go down to Google Chrome, and it should say D&D Beyond on it. And then leave the capture method automatic, and you should get a little preview of the little browser you have.
Yep.
And then you just hit OK. If you want to kind of get rid of the blue lining or whatever lining your stuff is, just hit F11, and then whenever you open a new tab, it will show up. But you can just open new. If you open a whole new window for Windows, it won't show.
We
So
did it, guys.
that's that one. And now
Hooray.
Well, how
to
does
sort
Gale
them
have
like I
Y'all
do in
did
my
it.
sources. To sort them in how I've got them in my sources? If you just hit plus and add new group, you can move everything into groups, and that's how I
Well,
work with it.
Well, if I'm talking about like how Gale has hers, like it's the character sheet itself, is that the same thing or is that a specific thing?
I think, Gail, are you using the mobile app to show off yours?
What do you mean?
On stream, you're showing off your D&D stats.
I put that in a browser.
Yep, so she's using the
and I have
D&D
it.
browser.
So like if I move this, you can wrong one. I moved the wrong one. Wrong one again. Hold on.
Yeah, mine's the same, but I use it as a window
entire
capture because I
browser?
capture the whole window.
Uh,
Oh, you just cropped
Yes,
it
I
down, have
captured
you?
the whole window as well. Like you can see www.dndbeyond.
Oh, I just F11 that. So I full
And then
screen my browser.
What? That's a thing?
If you hit
Corner
F11,
perfectly placed.
if you press
Oh,
F11 on your
yeah.
browser, it will full screen it and take away the bar.
yeah.
Small so that it fits in this perfect way that I kind of like it.
That's
It'll
that's fun. Like
different
I have a
way.
because of how I set up. I have like a big viewing screen in the middle. I just chuck everything in there.
Oh, yeah. Christian was also confused that it was like an actual PC setting. Oh, how that happened because that's never happened before.
Well, you've never had the
Take
full screen window. You've never
easy
gone to
though.
full view on
Yeah,
your
that
Windows.
take
Oh
it
yeah. Anyway, does anyone else have any other tech support problems?
Yeah, are we good? Is everyone figured out what we need to figure out now?
easy. Yeah, but that can go really quickly.
What was it?
She has to go to the party.
Oh.
I'll be back super quickly.
We're good.
Okay.
We're good. Ozzy, you beautiful person.
I've done it for so many other people. It's fine.
You get a free Bardic inspiration at some point.
While she's gone, how do you have the stream manager thing on your OBS?
Dream manager.
Yeah, because I saw that when you were sharing your screen at the bottom.
Me. Oh, the stream info thing.
Yeah.
Where I can change all my stuff. So how you do that? If you go, I gotta remember how to do it myself now. If you go docs, all right, you add a
Go.
custom browser doc. Actually, did
I
I
have
do that wrong?
returned. I have a little less than half a cup of water
If
left.
yeah, so if you go to your if in the top right, you've got file, edit, view, and docs.
Okay.
Now, if there's no stream information one, which is the one where you can change your title, go live notification, all that type of stuff. If there's none of that. You can add a custom browser doc, and then just grab. If you go to your Twitch, let me open a second. Let me open a new browser. That's fine. Go to your Twitch. Go to your
Now my
video
laptop's
producer.
charging.
And go to the top one. It is called your stream manager.
Yeah.
You can then just copy and paste the link into where it asks for your custom doc. So it will say URL. Just copy and paste in there, and then add the doc name as like stream stuff.
Yeah.
And then
okay,
when you
okay.
hit apply, it will pop out as a doc for you, and then you just have to size it the way you want. You can turn off all the previews you don't want to see, like the stream preview. You can just pop out and then delete it, type of thing. And you can
Spend
just
tech
move it
time
how
with
you
Ozzy.
want, and just how you feel you want it. So, and then there'll be the edit stream info button, and you can just if you click the edit stream info button, it'll just sit on the edit stream info button. You'll be fine,
Okay.
and you'll be all good.
Yay!
All right. Is everybody done with Ozzy's help?
Alright.
Everyone got
With
tech
Ozzy
support.
is ending.
Everybody say thank you to Ozzy.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Thank you. It was very fun to watch.
Very fun to
Thank
watch
you for
tech
helping the
support.
streamers and not the other two sitting in the corner.
No, you're probably gonna have to help me next week.
Your job isn't done yet, Ozzy.
Your job is tech support now. Can I
It never
can I
is.
become a mechanist and just be a tech support guy?
Yeah, at least we got it figured out.
It's true.
Right.
All right. So is everybody finally ready?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Well,
I was
Yay!
born
I
ready.
feel like now I can make my run to the gas station.
I'll kill you. You had your time. I told you you had time.
I feel like the
and I
line's
said
gotten
no one's gonna
smaller.
wait on me.
I feel like the line's gotten smaller. It's probably
Well,
prime time.
if y'all
Yes, now.
guys weren't talking about the way condoms fit before we started, then maybe we would have had time.
All
to
right, that
do
was
all this.
maybe 5 extra minutes. All right,
It was
relax.
not even 5 extra minutes, and we have to clear up. Nobody's going to teach anybody how they work anymore, and people need to know that there is a way to wear them, and the other side is wrong. There is only one way to wear them, and they don't label that.
Could you like pull the condom out of the package and it says this way?
No, if
Or,
I don't
like,
know,
it did, that
backward.
would be
This
amazing.
I
side
mean,
up.
honestly, it seems
Not even
pretty
that, just put some
self-explanatory,
writing
like
on it.
which way to put it on. I mean,
Yeah, but sometimes it folds on itself, and it's fucking weird.
Oh my god.
All right. We're not doing the condom conversation.
Anyway,
We already had it.
Gabriel, let's go.
We're done.
Are we though?
This one I'm cutting off real quick.
We got shit to do, things to do, places to be. Let's do
We're
it.
40 minutes into stream and nothing's happened yet.
40 minutes in, we've had tech support.
Yes.
And condom
Tech support
talk.
Welcome
and
to the
condom
Tech
talk.
Sports stream. Have you turned it off and back on again?
Man,
I mean, that
no need
would
to get angry.
reset the timer on stream. You're right.
It would.
Okay, and I just realized I was also recording the whole tech support thing without even hearing it.
Hey, just send that to Ornias when he needs
Camera
it.
and
Just send that to Ornias.
Yes.
It'll be,
Yes.
I'll put it in the
won't
Discord.
work.
Video evidence.
Well, guys,
video
that's the
tutorial, how to
stream.
fix that.
Tune in next week, next
Yeah.
Wednesday, 2 p.m. for tech support with Ozzy.
Will we actually start next time? Who knows?
Okay, I'm putting something in the chat. It's a Fallout meme. But I just have to say, this is how it feels like everybody's PC is set up right now to me.
Thank you for staying through all this, Christian.
Okay,
I have
anyway.
nobody watching my stream anymore.
Who needs
God.
We came in for D&D,
viewers?
not tech support.
Who really
They didn't
needs
like tech support,
viewers?
You
apparently.
can't
Don't worry.
tap on the
My
tap
stream
on
found it
those
very
remove the
interesting.
browser. Are you sure you wish to remove browser? No.
No, I want
No,
this.
don't do that.
There was one day
Her
she
computer is
deleted. I don't know
literally the
how
Hold
she
up.
voice
did
and-
it.
Is everyone in
She
here? Can everyone
deleted
see my rolls?
everything off my OBS one day, and I have no idea how she
Whatever.
did it.
You rolled a
Oh.
strength
They
check
just
and
walked
got an
across
8.
it.
Yeah, perfect, good. Because
Gale.
I remember my session. I opened up the game log and saw everyone's rolls. I was like, what does this button do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I could see everybody's rolls. I went to
That
go
means
click
no.
on it. and
That
I
means
see
nobody
something.
can
Yeah.
cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gale,
we can't
yours-
cheat
I went to
anymore.
go
Everyone,
click on
everyone
it-
keep that
click
shit
on it
open.
to look at the roll I made. The couple days after, and then I realized somebody rolled like a 15 or 16 on a strength check and got a dirty 20, and I was like, wait, somebody's got a +5 to strength?
Someone's got +5 strength. What the fuck is this shit?
Gale,
You'll be holding
your
us.
Going on.
you said your D&D Beyond was a browser. How do you get rid of the accept cookies section?
Oh, I don't even have that
Tick
in
time's
there.
not done yet.
That's
No,
not-
the what?
Have the accept
Like when I
cookies.
tried to do it how
Accept
Gale does it
cookies.
when I went into the browser, it just like on my screen on my Google Chrome, it's fine. The cookies aren't like I already accepted them. Okay.
This
What if I just?
motherfucker.
What if I
But
do?
when
What if I
I-
do this?
But when I
What
go
happened?
into the browser and I like set it up and then it pops up, it's like, do you want to accept cookies while it's in OBS? And it's like, I can't click you. Stop chewing!
Can these be my rolls for the entire session? I threw 15 d20s and I got 3 20s and a 1. I got a total of 86.
I
Let's
threw
divide that
15
number.
d20s and rolled a 1 on all of them.
How'd you roll 15 d20s? You only get 15. I don't want to talk about it.
Don't worry about it.
Said 10
Can
out
I
of
get a
10
natural
Christian.
1 on a d4? Nope, I got 2.
All right.
D-
Connor rolled
D100, let's go.
+2.
Sorry, seeing how tech support continued,
Should
I
I
grabbed
be
a bag
rolling?
of popcorn.
Need to roll something?
I don't know what people are rolling for.
I'm
I
just
don't-
rolling
I
for
don't
the
know
fun of
either.
it. To fuck around with the game log.
You
Just
know,
imagine,
real quick,
just imagine how confused someone would be when they come into like the game log and someone's had to roll
like
15 d20s.
186. What the
Fire.
fuck?
What the fuck are they
Bro.
rolling for?
I rolled a nat 20 on animal handling. Let's go.
Punch.
Like,
I got a +1 in animal
Does
head.
that mean I get to pick up Gale?
What?
Gail now
Animal
trust you.
handling check. What? It was successful.
Wait, hold up. What was the strength check? Is someone stronger than me? How dare they?
All right. Enough of this.
My strength is still low. It's 12.
Okay,
But I'm very charismatic and I have a strong constitution.
I'm
Not
I'm
the
as
smartest,
bad as.
but I'm not the
Okay,
dumbest.
All right.
I
Are
will.
we
I'll
all
put this
ready?
to the thing.
Yes,
as smart as
sir.
a
I'm
two-ball.
ready.
I
Ugh.
am.
Is
I am as ready as we'll
everybody
be.
I mean, I've been ready for an hour, so
Hold up. Let me just
Oh,
roll
it hasn't
initiative
been
to
an
make
hour
sure
yet,
I'm
it's only been
ready.
45 minutes.
I'm just making
I'm
sure.
just saying
No, I
I've
don't think
been
I'm
ready
ready.
for an hour.
I need to copy and paste my Discord real quick so people can join it. Because apparently the Discord link on my thingy is expired now.
Oh no! That's why you make a full one, not a 7-day one.
Yeah, you make
Alright.
it forever.
Thing?
Yeah, you can set it to
That's
forever.
nothing. Leave it. No tech support. Nothing.
Tech support is never over.
Tech support's
Oh,
Come on,
over.
come on, come on.
We'll
My
do it
sippy
then
cup of milk
after
is almost
stream,
empty. Let's
though.
go.
I will fix it later. Yes. Okay. Let's go to
Alright, there we go.
black. I just need to make a black box to cover up the first part of the campaign name. Let's go to Kobios.
Motherfucker. Alright. Everyone's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, after all your solo sessions, you have all headed towards the what you now know is the capital city of Kobios. When you all get there, obviously you're all arriving separately. You have all individually made your way to the king to explain situations. And the king has heard he's heard all your stories. He has heard a similar story of someone within his castle. So he instructs this person to guide the party in terms of becoming familiar with the city. And that person is actually our resident air genasi, Sora.
Heyo.
Hey.
So
I
let
just-
me just post in the Discord.
So,
Can I say
just
something real quick?
What happened?
Could you
Sure.
repeat like half onward because my controller magically got flung across the room and all the wires got disconnected and I couldn't hear it.
it's a.
How
I'm
much
sorry.
sorry.
How much did you miss?
Got to the capital and talked to the king.
Okay, you got to the capital. Everybody got to the capital separately. Talked to the king. The king has heard similar stories from all of you, plus someone who works within his castle. So he has tasked Sora, who is the air genasi in this party, to lead the four of you through the city to familiarize yourselves.
I've just got to say one thing. I am so grateful that the king has put someone who didn't introduce themselves as Sora, just went, "Heyo."
Heyo!
Heyo.
So if you
It just reminds me
all
of the fucking Borderlands meme. Shut up!
if you all look in the Discord, you will see the city map for the capital city of Kobios.
Oh, it's so
Ooh.
small.
I know. Ooh, very.
Is that a
Big
floating
graphic.
city?
So the five of you find yourselves within the local
Green
tavern
building.
as games do start.
Tavern, here we go.
So in this bar, I was trying to build it and it wasn't coming out so well. So imagine everybody close your eyes and imagine as best you can.
Whoa, it looks so cool.
Oh,
So
wow.
everyone has to do what we do, and what my stream has to do it all the time. Let's do it.
Perfect.
Tavern.
Okay, so you walk into the
Wow.
tavern, and the tavern, if you guys look at the map, you see that little building to the left of the
see a lot
castle
of them.
that stands out from
The
the
bright
other
green one?
houses?
The green
No,
one?
no, above that, above the path.
Oh, the one with like the tower on the side. It's like to a tree. The left.
No,
Tree.
top left
one-
quadrant of the city, like almost directly to the left of the castle.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a big one with
he
like
is
a
talking
watchtower and a
about.
tree.
Oh, there is a tree on the right side of it. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I forgot there was a tree there. Yes.
You
So that's
said not that one, and I started looking in the woods like, what is he
I
talking
know,
well,
I
no,
was
about?
there's
like,
the
what do
there's
you
the green
mean?
building with a tree next to it too.
So
Okay.
we just
One that
magnify and make sure
stands
that
out,
that's a
like the
tree.
green one.
Not the
green
green one. Shut up.
Shut up.
It stands out.
So there's the
So
blue one, but we don't talk about that one either.
you leave that blue one
Oh,
alone.
there's-
We don't talk about the pink one. The blue one's okay.
God damn.
Okay, let's
So-
just
There's
get
a lighthouse.
So you're all sitting in the tavern. In the tavern, when you walk in the back right corner of the tavern is where the bar area is. That goes through a back door to the back area. There's a human male doing the stereotypical, wiping the glass with the rag.
Endless
Um,
kill.
the bar area goes to about halfway out of the room. Then there's like a little part of the wall that juts out that people are sitting at for the other half of the room. There are bar tables lined 4 down the left side of the room and 4 kind of grouped up in a square on the right side. And there are windows lining the walls on either side, and then there's 2 windows in front on either side of the doors you guys walked in through. So there's the human male who is you can assume is the barkeep. And there's a few other people kind of just sitting around. Now, one thing you guys have all noticed since you've been here is that this city is populated with all different races. You've seen centaurs, you've seen elves, you've seen dwarves, you've seen humans, you've seen goblins. You've seen all these different races walking around and commingling with each other. So in this bar in particular, there is a group of 3 elves sitting at a table together. There's a table with a human and a female. 2 humans, 1 male, 1 female, sitting at a table together, and there's a lone goblin sitting at the bar area by himself. And the 5 of you begin sitting at one of these tables and discussing the situation of what's going on. Now, Sora explains to you all that the king is concerned about a gang that is running rampant through the city. This gang has titled themselves as the Dragons. One thing you all know about this world is that dragons are only creatures of legend. No one's actually ever seen one before. There's also not much information on this gang. Nobody knows who's part of it. Nobody knows where they're located. All they know is that they appear and disappear as quickly as can. The other thing to note that Sora has told all of you, which 1 or 2 of you may know already, is that a festival is beginning soon. So as you guys entered the city, you saw people like hanging streamers, and you saw people decorating for it.
But the goblin definitely wasn't hanging any streamers.
You don't know that. He's drinking right now. He could have been decorating this entire
He's
time.
only sitting there because he needs the high chair. Don't even.
You don't know him. You leave him alone.
Oh my.
What did he ever do to you, huh?
Sure.
Just look at the enemy goblins there.
That's rough. So yeah, you're all sitting at this table together, and Sora has explained to you what's going on. You've all been tasked now with figuring out what the dragons are up to and putting a stop to it. So go ahead.
Sorry, my mind's still fixated on the goblin on a high chair, and Harry got on the high chair.
Leave him
See a
alone.
small
He's just
springboard
trying to
next to the
enjoy a
chair.
drink, man.
That
Did he like
table
jump up and
walking
twist
up
as he
the
jumped?
goblin.
Oh my god.
I think he like did that thing where like toddlers like use their upper body strength to kind
Oh,
of
that-
pull and their
the
legs kind of do the
toddler.
wiggle.
Damn.
See, now,
Leave this goblin alone. Fuck.
now I've got the image of like the goblin, like his torso's on the seat. He's like his legs are squibbling as he's trying to pull
Yeah.
himself up.
He's just over here trying to drink, man. Leave
Bartender
the goblin
looks at him
be.
like, I need to see your ID.
Fuck.
I'm so glad I brought this goblin up. I told you this is the shit you're gonna be dealing with. So we're discussing about the dragons. Okay. Let me compose myself and stop thinking about like a wiggling goblin ass.
Oh my
Just
god.
keep peeking over at the goblin man struggling to get in his seat.
He's sitting in the seat already. What do you mean?
No, it's just we just
This is
look
canon
over and then we
now.
imagine it, then we look back at him and then we imagine it.
Poor fucking goblin, man.
Glancing over at him.
You could have picked any other race besides goblin and dwarf, and we wouldn't have picked them.
That's not true. There's also halfling and gnome. Fuck you.
Oh, I would have torn into a gnome.
I guess.
I like how even the wise,
Over
like
ask if he needs
mage, it's meant to be. The wise mage that's even here is just staring at all of us while we laugh at an inside joke about a goblin. It's like he just told us all this serious news. And I just point over to the goblin. How did he get in that chair?
This
Yeah.
poor fucking goblin.
Do you think he had help?
Bunch of racists, God.
Seriously.
Got a tool
Goddamn.
for him.
No, I'm sizist.
Don't worry, everybody. I'm making a custom roll for the guy.
So I guess should we like describe what our characters look like? No. Yeah,
I mean,
okay. I mean,
yeah,
I guess I'll
because-
describe what my guy looks like because you're all kind of looking at him when you're not looking at the goblin. So my guy, as Alex said, is a Wind Genasi. He has blue skin, as is typical. He's got these like circular pattern designs like going across his body and on his cheeks. He's got like a blue gem on his forehead. He's wearing these like loosely fitted brown baggy clothes. He's got like a quarterstaff on his back. And so like he's basically just sitting at the chair, just kind of like talking when he needs to talk for the most part. But he sits there and he's like sipping his mead, and then he puts it down. And he's like, "So, where would you all like to begin?"
Describes their character next. Wants to go
with the
next.
goblin.
Describe
Where would you like to
the
begin
goblin.
with that goblin? Well,
Like-
who wants to go next?
You know what? You all take a look over at the goblin one more time, and he's just gone. He's
Damn it.
disappeared.
Oh no,
Damn
we
it.
bullied him. He's gone.
Don't worry.
Well, I heard you guys trash
Don't worry.
talking him.
He lives
Wait,
in our
how did he get
minds.
down?
How did he get down?
We missed
can't.
it.
We just have to
Wait,
sit
you
here
just
for another
struggled.
10 minutes.
You missed it.
Damn it, so you took our attention off for the
So
goblin
he
for like
rolled
5
a
minutes and got
stealth
away.
check?
Hey. Sneaky
My
gobbo.
character just
No,
like,
we just couldn't
puts
see him under the table.
my character just like puts his hands in his head, his head in his hands, like, blast. At least we can all remember how he got up there in our minds, and now we picture how he got down.
Ugh.
The
He didn't roll a
exact
stealth check, he
reverse
just
of how
walked
got
out, we just couldn't
there.
see him under the table.
He's trying to nibble on our ankles.
Oh my god. Who's describing their character next?
Well, I think we'll just go in order, so in the Discord call.
Hold on.
So
just
Asha,
give me
then
a
Gale, then Audius, then me.
What order are you seeing it in? Because it's me, then
Okay.
C. Oh, are we seeing the same thing? Am I just dumb?
I mean, I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Asher.
All right.
I'm
Yeah, but
sorry.
hang
Rudick
on.
already
Hang
did
on.
his.
We're
already had the
going
door.
in order of who's closest to me on my stream. So the next one is Ozzy.
Fuck!
Aha.
What?
Let's go.
His stream is backwards, don't worry.
Oh, oh.
Let's go.
Okay,
For me,
Let
y'all
me
are in
just-
two different places.
it's because of how things work, and Fuji doesn't like to put the same thing twice because stupidity. So I'm a very large-looking man, about 6'8", 200 pounds. I got long, coarse dreadlocks down my back, and my facial features have similar features towards a boar, with long pointed ears and long protruding teeth, and my skin color is a light gray.
Not bad, not bad.
I don't think
Alright.
I'm let it. Who's been rolling?
What happened? What'd you say?
Who rolled a D51?
Are you describing anything else about your character, or are you?
No, because I don't think the thing that I'm thinking you're hinting at can be said until after the thing has happened.
Message me real quick to what you're talking about. I
Uh,
may be thinking about something
Done that.
different. I mean, yeah, you can if you want. I mean,
No.
it is your race, so like if you want to, you can.
Nah. We'll leave them thinking I'm a bugbear.
Okay. So then it would be Gail. You are next.
There. I'm next. Okay. Cat's attacking me. Okay.
What?
That's not what your character looks like.
You're the. I
Well-
thought your character was the cat.
She also has a smaller cat that smacks you in the face every now and then.
Exactly.
Just
It
randomly
just
shows
comes
up.
out of her fur.
Just-
Completely hidden. No idea where it's gonna come from next, and just
It's not even a cat. It's just a
Okay.
cat's paw. It just has a mind of its
You
own.
never
Comes
actually
out
see
and
the cat.
smacks me occasionally.
every time it's a
I
different
am-
color fur.
Like how many
I
fucking
am
Never the same
the
cat.
different color fur.
Never the same cat twice.
Oh my
It's
God.
confirmed. Gail is just a bunch of different cats taped together.
Yeah,
3 cats in a trench coat.
Exactly. Anyway, Gail, continue.
I am, a tabaxi. I have the resemblance of a snow leopard, so I have like the big floofy tail, the blue eyes, white fur, black spottishes. I don't know why I said spottishes.
Mm.
I get
Because
nervous
it's
when I'm
more
on
than
the
one
spot.
cat.
I occasionally put my tail in my mouth because that's what cats do, or snow leopards do. It's like a good thing they do.
She's
So
just biting the
occasionally
other
I'll walk
cat.
around with my tail in my mouth for absolutely no reason at all. She's kind of short for like being a tabaxi. She's 5'4". She's kind of the runt. She wears a robe because she thinks it's cool.
So what I'm
Yeah.
hearing is small cat tried to be adventurer.
Yeah, pretty much. Like she was in the circus. She's very big on like performances and like being cool to like impress people. So like she wears this really cool like purple robe because like she read somewhere that like purple was multicolor. So she wears a purple robe and like she, even though she's kind of small, she tries to stand a little taller.
I see. So spottishes means individual cats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's confirmed. 8 cats taped together is Gail.
Girl does
Alright.
sound super awesome. Someone said in the chat. It does sound really cool.
Is there
The
anything
spellcasting
else you'd like
is
to
throwing a
share about
cat.
your character?
Her favorite weapon is a boomerang. She loves her boomerang.
Boomerang,
Is
you
it 'cause she
do
plays
come
fetch?
back.
Okay. So we've had the area
She does weird cat
wind
stuff,
mage.
I guess.
We've had wind
she-
mage,
Boar man.
boar man, wind mage, boar man, and snow leopard that nibbles on tail for self gratification.
Exactly.
All right. The next person is Asher.
All right. I'm just, dark elf, pretty average height, 5'6", got the nice, where is it? Where is it? Got the nice amber eyes, got the gray hair. I'm just here to prove that I can be an adventurer, Just simple stuff. Not anything too fancy. I don't nibble on a tail, but I don't have a tail.
Why am I imagining like a really old
no.
shopkeeper with like a
Okay,
crossbow?
see now the important question is, would you be nibbling on your tail if you had one? That's the question everybody wants to know.
Yeah. Would you
That's
would
good.
you be doing it?
Maybe.
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
Maybe.
It depends on how I'm feeling at the time.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for your sharing. Next AA meeting.
Is that it? Is that all you wanted to share?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Alright.
last but not least, Ornias.
By the way, real quick before I start, I sent you.
What?
Setting him up.
I sent you something on Discord. Just don't worry
Oh.
about it for now.
He sent you magic.
Whoa.
It's
Complicated.
magic.
So
No, he sent you how the goblin got on the chair.
yeah, pretty much. So before I even start, I have to ask: does anybody in here know what a furbolg is?
Yes.
Is that the
Like
same as
a-
Star Wars, Star Trek?
It's a half giant, basically.
No,
It's a
no,
half
it's-
giant, essentially.
It's like a it's like a not really a giant, but like
It's like a half giant.
Yeah,
okay,
it's a half giant because they're descended from giants, but they're not giants anymore.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm a furbolg. 7 feet tall, dark black hair,
7-foot
grayish
gray
pear skin.
rats along his back.
Oh my god.
Dark black hair, grayish pale skin. You have to know I'm 310 pounds and
Really?
223 years old, if that helps, I guess. I don't know.
Dang.
Guess what? Not even middle aged. But other than that, there's not really anything, great about
So-
me. You can tell that I've been living in the woods for years about it.
I found something on the Google Chromes that I have had to have shared, just so we all have a mental picture.
What the fuck? Oh my lord.
Oh my god.
What the
I like
fuck?
how all
Yep.
of us immediately
Yep.
just hit that as soon as I did it.
It was the only one I could find. I was looking for like a normal one, but that's the only
Oh,
one of like a
God.
goblin struggling to get on a chair.
It's okay.
By the
People
way,
who
Rule
don't know
30
in the
Rule
chat,
34 has
he
everything
sent
you
a
ever
picture
need.
of a goblin struggling to get in the chair, and it's showing her undies.
so I gotta ask real quick, because of my own curiosity about my character and how my previous. Have I rested since that session?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
everybody's been full rested since.
I
Okay,
asked that
so I
before I
can-
finished
so
off
I
last
can-
session.
So I can
Yeah,
bump
yeah,
my
yeah,
health
yeah.
back up to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
I
up
want my
to-
health back up to max and my spells
Yeah, no.
back,
It
please.
took everybody a while to get here, so it's not everybody's fully rested and
Oh.
everything.
Ugh.
A struggle was it for me to get there, considering my character only knew that it was a fancy place.
Ah, you got there pretty easily.
You got there okay. You just asked for
you asked
wildlife.
around and everybody knows the capital, so you got there fairly easily.
Someone said that way, and I just kept
Panther.
going that way.
Kept walking with tail in mouth.
Ampter.
All right. So yeah. So what was it you said to them, Ben?
I asked them what they would like to do next.
Right.
No one wants to speak up. Okay.
Any day
He's
now,
just
people. We
chewing
can
on
do
my
it.
tail. Drool
What-
slightly
what-
falling out the corners.
Gail's still like trying to figure out where the
I'm not
goblin
a
went. She's like,
decision maker.
I'm just still trying to figure out how I got here.
just
You guys
sitting
are
there, like,
perfectly fine.
just sitting there, like, confused, looking around, like, what the fuck? What magic be here?
Can't be here.
You said there was a
Can't be
festival in
here.
town.
A festival? We should go to the festival. I bet we can find
took-
lots of dragons at the festival.
It took 2 seconds to convince the short cat member
Alex,
to go to the
Alex,
festival.
when does the festival start again?
The festival starts in like a week and a half.
Okay.
Oh,
I relayed that information to them.
But yeah, so if they're setting up, I'm assuming that if this gang is what you're saying it is, they're planning something for it, so there'll be some type of clue for what they're planning to do in a week's time. They're not going to just show up with a goddamn dwarfish cannon without building it first.
The issue is that we don't really have a way of tracking them because we haven't caught any of their members. And we
even
don't
know
really
what
know
they
any
look
of
like.
their. We don't know what they look like. We don't have any names. We don't have any information on where they like to rendezvous. We're just, we got nothing. So that's why you've been hired to help track them.
With a name
But
like
they
dragons, I'm
exist,
sure they're in some
correct?
sort of interesting getup.
The gang, yes, they do exist. There is evidence that they exist. But as to where they are, who they are, we're clueless.
What is the evidence that you have?
Alex.
There have been numerous attacks by them on people in the city.
Mm.
You
Has-
go and threateningly question all of those people.
Well,
You're
Before
about
we
as
start
threatening to a
threatening
human as a gnat.
everybody,
well, before
Tell us
we,
where they are.
I can tell you.
Somebody.
I think I can inform you of the most recent attack that has occurred.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
There were some
No,
guards.
hold
No.
on.
Oh, okay.
No, you
That's
don't let do
not-
that.
No. Okay.
That's not a thing.
Okay. That's not a thing. Understood.
You
Understood.
know. Okay, you know about that, but that is not part of.
That is not part of it. Okay.
No.
Didn't we get
All
this
right.
detail from the
so So-
No, the king
Mhm.
just gave us this wizard and said, "Fuck off."
and then we started
Oh.
laughing at a goblin.
You just said this wizard knows everything. I don't know. Here you go.
Basically, he's like, "This wizard will help you. Go away. I don't need you."
so out of the people that have been attacked, are any of them like influential business owners?
A specific race, maybe.
They've
To get
all,
hide.
they've all been just normal citizens of different social class, social status, and races.
Anything tying them to an event in the festival or anything like that, like a dance or anything.
Dance?
Like if
Like-
are they like part of, like if there's a big dance, are they all participating in the dance type of
Oh,
thing?
like
if there's something
oh,
like
I
that at
see.
the
I
festival.
get what you mean.
Doing
I
a
get-
dance off.
Like
for the
snapping down the
festival.
street?
Yeah,
No,
like
like-
are they in a, are they together of a group? Like
Are they
say
important
there's
to
a
the
big
festival?
event of yeah, are they all important to the festival in a way?
Are they important to the festival?
Yeah,
The
like do
people
they
that
have a
been
specific?
attacked.
Do they have like a specific
Oh, the
portion
people
in
who've
the
been
festival?
attacked, not the
Yeah.
not the. Okay,
No.
no. It's been random attacks.
So you're
They're
telling
really,
me.
as far as
Is there
anybody
a
can tell, there's
general
been no rhyme
area?
or reason to who's getting attacked.
So what you're
So it's
telling me
all
is
over the
Random.
city.
it's
at
all over the
random
city. Random people don't know anyone, don't know gathering places, don't know looks, don't know names. Where
How do
where
we know
were all
they're
of
even working
these?
together?
Where were all of these people attacked? Like, if you say like they were in the like just random areas attacked, like were they in like specific building proximities or specific buildings?
No.
I mean, if
Okay.
it would
But how do we
help,
know
we
this is a
could.
gang and not city crime?
Well, if it would help, we could definitely go to these locations where the attacks occurred and see if we could gather further evidence that was missed.
We could
could.
use a small creature as bait,
Like a
Goblin,
goblin.
like a goblin.
Or 8 cats?
All right, now I would just, I
There's
just,
a Gale.
I just want to make one thing clear. You've been hired by the king to do work in service of the crown, so it's basically an unwritten rule that you really should not be causing any trouble while you're here.
I
But if we
wouldn't call
find
it
them and we have to
trouble.
fight, isn't that causing trouble?
Well, I mean, if
suppose.
you must, fight in the name of self-defense, then that's we can't really, stop you from
I
doing
don't-
that, obviously. But
I'm sure it would be self-defense. We just push the cat out somewhere and then they attack it. Self-defense.
Can't argue with that logic.
just
I
stay out of trouble.
say, I say
Just
that
stay
we
out of
sh-
trouble.
I say that we should see the closest attack point and then go from there to the next closest. See if we can't find any clues that were probably overlooked or left behind.
Mm.
Who knows? They might still be
Uh,
lurking
Looked or
around.
left behind. You need to upgrade your guards.
Maybe with the
Um,
goblin.
Even this
I
fucking
s-
goblin.
So
We're
you
hyping
can-
this
Ben,
goblin
you,
up so
you can
much.
actually respond to that. Where you said you need to upgrade your guards, you can respond to that with what you were gonna say before.
Oh, well, as it stands, a lot of our guard was actually taken out. Not dead, but they're just currently out of commission from
By
a
the
recent
same-
attack.
By the same gang?
Not from what we've gathered. We've questioned them, and from what they've told us, there was some cloaked figure who single-handedly took them out.
So we have a gang running amok, a crazy cloaked figure taking out the town's guards, and no evidence of anything. God dang, what is
Uh,
happening in
Looking
this
at my
town?
cloak
As
with shifty eyes.
Where's Sherlock Holmes when you need him?
not fucking here. Let's see. If you would like, I can lead you to where the closest location where an attack occurred happened. If you would like.
I vote that
Yeah,
would be
okay.
good. Yeah.
About the guards, you said none of them can remember anything other than he was a cloaked figure.
Truthfully, we tried questioning them further, but they seem very shell shocked. I should say they were very frightened of what they saw and what had occurred. They're still recovering now. Actually, I'm not really sure if questioning them would be a very good idea.
Hmm.
And nothing is strange with them other than standard trauma.
Well, trauma plus their injuries. There's nothing, as far as I've seen. I don't know. I'm not a cleric. There's nothing, as far as I've seen, that was unusual about their injuries.
Interesting.
In that case, it is probably best for us to go to the closest place where these gang has attacked.
Yeah.
Alex. So, just a question: how many attacks total have there been?
I mean, the gang's been here for years, so
So
there've
okay,
been
42.
multitude of attacks across the years.
42.
This so
Only 42.
Exactly
this
42.
this gang has existed almost as long as the city has.
What
Oh.
the frick?
Hmm.
Do we
Understood.
know this, or is that just something between you and him?
Yeah.
That is information that the king has given you about them.
Okay.
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 In that case, are there any powerful families that have been here since the city has started?
There are a number of there are a number of people who trace back to to near beginning of the city.
And how many of them oppose the crown?
None of them.
Not a
The
single
crown.
one.
The crown is actually a very positive figurehead here.
Now, has any of these people been attacked?
Any of these people?
Original
These
people.
Any of these families?
Like any member of them, not just if one of them has been attacked or not.
So not if one of them has, but if any of them have, as part of these families. Yes, but it doesn't seem like they were targeted because of their families.
Okay, so they're just
Wrong
targeting
place,
random
wrong
things.
time scenario.
Something like that.
Okay.
I think it'd be
Um,
best for us to go to one of the locations of the attacks.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
We should.
All right. Alex, where's the closest one?
Okay, so you guys leave the tavern. Ben, you're not actually sure where the closest attack was. You're actually not sure of where any of the attacks are.
Oh.
This is
Oh.
this is
Go to the
This is a
information.
great
closest attack and
guide.
go to
Well,
go.
okay, so remember, Ben, you're sent here to guide them, but you yourself were not like one of the higher people in the castle.
Yeah, that's fair.
So a lot of this information is unknown to you. Who would
Okay.
know the people who would know this are anybody close to the king or the captain of the guard.
Okay.
Let's go question
So
the captain
I guess
of the
we'll
guard.
head to the castle.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just lead them to the castle. See if we can talk to, I guess, the castle guard.
Is everybody
So,
agreeing?
To the castle.
Oh,
I
what's
will
up?
follow, but I want to watch to make sure we're not being followed.
Okay.
Same.
Okay, so you guys, so the guard are not actually like the captain of the guard and like the guardsmen and everything aren't located in the castle.
Mm.
Oh.
If that's where you're planning to go.
They're in
Are they that
Ah,
little green
Do
building?
I know where they are at the moment?
They are in that little square structure to the right of the city. That's their like barracks and training.
Ah, okay.
Ah,
All right, so I'll just lead them to the barracks then.
Is that where everybody's agreeing on that?
is that
Yes,
stair
I
the
still
Yep.
want to
way
keep an
to the
eye.
door? Okay, no, there's a different door. Okay, never mind.
What's the question?
There's like a stairway that led to like a window door, and I was like, is that the only entrance? But then I saw like a different entrance, so we're good. I thought maybe we'd have to climb some stairs to get there.
Do you
what's
not
wrong
like
with
stairs?
stairs?
I thought cats liked heights.
I mean, yes, but it takes so much energy.
Do you need us to roll a perception check while walking through this city to make sure we're not being followed?
Yes, but you said two people were staying behind, like lagging,
Two
like
people
I'm,
lagging
I'm
back
just
to watch,
lagging
right?
slightly behind to make sure we're not being followed without
Someone
telling
else said
anybody.
who else said they were too?
I'm looking
I thought I
around,
heard-
but I'm sticking with the group while he's lagging behind because I don't want to be
Okay.
suspicious.
Just vibing.
Ornias, roll me a perception check. Asher, roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
I'm
12.
keeping. I'm looking at all the lovely rolls in the game log.
This is the first
Yeah,
time
that
I've
custom
used-
roll was the goblin's HP.
Hold on, this is the first. So I actually, like I said last time, I'm using the web app. So how do I roll it and with disadvantage? Because I was only using the app before.
Just click
Just roll
on
it twice.
whatever. Click on the skill that I'm telling you to roll, and it'll roll for you.
And then just roll it
And
twice.
then
with-
just roll it twice and use the lower number.
Oh.
So just click on perception, and it will roll you a dice. If you click on the +0 or plus whatever, it will roll you a
no.
dice like that.
3.
Like that.
Now
It will roll
roll
you.
it again.
That was
Well,
me.
this isn't Asher.
Oh,
That was me
okay.
going. So if you
More
you'll see
technical.
where in your bonuses it'll be like the squares with the numbers.
I'm looking at the browser and I see the squares with like the stats.
Yep, click on one of those.
Okay. What is perception under wisdom?
No, it's its own skill. You
There's
can just
its
go
own
straight
thing.
to that
If
skill.
you
Hit
so
the little.
if you look at the thing, it should be below your base stats, so the strength dexterity. Below that, there should be your saving throws, and then a box with your like
Oh, I see
acrobatics,
it.
animal
Passive
handling.
wisdom, perception, and stuff like
Yep,
that.
and then to the right of that, there should be a big one with like investigation, intimidation, medicine, nature.
Unless you have mine set like, unless you have yours set like mine, where it's like smaller, then you hit the little like, it's mine's purple, but it's got some boxes, and then you'll just click over to skills, and I'll have everything. So mine's set up a little different.
I don't think the browser
Oh, yeah,
source
'cause-
in OBS is actually letting me freaking roll, so I have to do it through
Yes, you'll have to do it through the
actual
D&D
browser.
Beyond app.
So
Yeah.
My cat just looked at my
passive.
phone.
Well, it wouldn't be your passive perception. You're rolling a perception check.
Yeah.
So you'll want to get to your skills page.
Okay.
Yep, Shem.
There it is.
I'll have that left so people can see it. And then just click on the modifier box or bonus box, I think it's called. I don't know.
But yeah,
Because, yeah.
that'll be your skill
Here,
modifier.
I'm going to share my what's it called? I'm going to share my Google Chrome real quick.
Stream is pretty lagged from where
Okay,
I am.
let's see what we got.
More technical.
Because either I'm just dumb or
It's right in the middle. Big thing in the middle with the bar.
Can we
this thing.
take like a small pause just
Because
so I
when
can
I
stop
tap
my
it, this
stream and restart
happens.
my stream?
Yep,
Yeah,
so
go
you click the little box to the right of that, to the right.
Why
click on the
can't
little-
you start and restart your stream?
So you see where it says like +2?
My stream, just because it's really
Yeah.
lagged.
Click that. And
Oh
that
my
will be your
god, I'm just an idiot.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And then
Haha! I see that my face is now Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
There you go. You can stop now.
Okay.
Again, let us know when you're all good.
Apologies.
Someone said no. You said no.
Who said no?
All is no.
Fine.
Everything is no. No for everything.
That's rough.
Restart. Request
Oh,
denied.
just-
Oh my gosh.
So we just finished fixing the tech support. So we've got our first perception check from Onvyr.
So a 9, and then I
Yeah.
need another one.
Okay. So,
And we'll just take the lower of the two.
10.
10.
9.
So,
Hold on, wait. Gail, are you all set?
It's really delayed for some reason, but it's okay. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Is your stream working?
We will talk.
It's
We can
working.
talk
It's
about
just
it.
extremely. Let me exit out. Go back in. But yeah, it's
I
working.
we can help you with that later. I think I know what's going on.
Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah.
Y'all vibe. I'm vibe.
Okay. So what's that? Asher, you see nothing. You're kind of just walking with everybody. Your eyes are just kind of darting back and forth. Darwin, you think you see something.
What do I think I see?
You
Yeah.
it's almost
Upland.
like you like caught the visual of something in your peripheral, but when you went to look, there was nothing there.
Those damn eye squigglies.
This damn squigglies.
You see what we call them floaters.
Them floaters.
Floaters.
The
So
peepers.
yeah, you think you saw something, but when you like actually looked, there was nothing there.
Like no trace of anything there.
Like you thought you saw movement in the shadow of a building, and when you actually like looked, when you actually like fixed your eyes on that area, there was nothing there.
It's spooky.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys make your way over to the barracks of the. You make your way over to the barracks. You get to the entrance, and one of the guards recognizes Sora. And he was told what's going on and why you guys are here, so the guard lets you in with no issues. So you go in and you see that most of the training grounds of the barracks are covered in medic tents.
Oh.
And you can see the captain of the guard is walking around kind of monitoring the situation.
I call out to him, Captain.
Good guard, man.
So the captain hears you call out, and he like rushes over to you, and he says, "You guys are supposed to be looking for the gang. What are you doing here?"
Well, we're looking for the gang.
We have
Truthfully, we're trying to find leads, and I'm unaware of where their latest attack has been. So if you could inform me as to where the dragon's latest attack has been, maybe we could find some clues that were overlooked.
I'm just rolling, man. Leave me alone.
He's just tested out his
I'm
stuff.
watching you.
I know.
He's
I
just
was waiting to see
testing.
you say something.
I was like tempted.
Dagger roll, and I'm like, "You motherfucker, watch it."
I was like watching it. And I'm like, are we killing the guard?
here we go.
I was waiting to see if anybody was gonna notice.
No, I saw that
Oh, yeah,
immediately.
I noticed as I was in
Well, as soon as I
mid-sentence, and I'm like, what?
I was like, damage 6. I'm like, who did we attack?
So this
Really?
by the way, the captain of the guard is. I actually don't know if any of you would know this race. He is a GIF.
Like
He's
the
a moving
little
image?
video?
It's a gift to humanity.
That is pronounced Jeff.
GIFF.
It's pronounced GIF.
GIF.
It's a
Okay,
gift.
so
I will send a
Jai.
picture in the Discord of what a GIF is.
as long as it's not a gilf, I'm fine.
Gilf.
I mean, listen, you don't know what else is going on in his life.
Oh, I'm hoping he's not that old. If the captain of the guard is old, oh, he's a hippo.
Ah, he's a hippo!
He's a hippo.
He's a hippo with a shotgun.
It's a hippo with a shotgun, yeah.
All I want for Christmas is a hippopotamus.
So the captain of the guard is a hippopotamus.
Yes, the captain of the guard. As I am looking at him
Girl,
now.
a hippo.
Can we
a
put a
man.
wall in his mouth like they do at the zoos?
Can you believe what?
The
They're
watermelon.
very
It is
territorial, so be careful.
Do you have a
He's,
watermelon
he's
on
a
you?
he's a person, my guy.
I'm
Chill.
sure I can find one.
This is
God, I didn't
just.
realize it
We
was
are
a
just
party
a-
full of racists.
Yeah, at this rate.
First the goblin, now the captain. Like, goddamn.
The goblin was
relax.
funny. Now we're just being scientific.
He's also saying I'm like 12 cats in a suit, so
I've rolled animal handling.
I'll handle it.
She's
You saw it.
not
You
an
all witnessed
animal.
it.
Oh my lord.
I'm a person. I'm not an animal. Just because I look like a cat and I act like a cat and I do things like a cat doesn't mean I'm an animal.
So you're a cat.
If
We're
it
all
walks
animals.
like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's an otter.
It's a goose.
We're all animals.
It's a Canadian cobra chicken.
We're all filthy animals.
A mountain chicken. Anyway, continuing on with the hippo man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So sorry. So what? Say again what you said, Ben.
I was asking him where the most recent attack occurred.
He says, "Why do you need to know that? There's no time to go back and look at what we've already looked at."
Well, as it stands, we have no traces. So maybe we could find something that your men missed.
You think my men missed something?
Well, considering how they are now, it's not like they can attest that they didn't miss anything.
He's gonna look over at you. He's never seen you a day in his life,
Stumpy legs.
and he is not gonna take this fucking talk from you.
Let me. Could I,
Someone's
He
about to get
walks over.
backhanded.
Hold on. He walks over to
Okay.
you, and he says, he's gonna sit there and kind of just eye you up for a minute,
you upset the hippo man.
and he says, "Who do you think you are to speak to me like that?"
I just looked back at him dead in the eye. I'm a part of the group that your king had to hire because your guys were taken out.
Oh god, this is not going good.
We're trying to
My
help my
guys.
guy.
We're not taken out by the like of this gang.
Then what were they taken out by?
No, hippo man.
So you ever seen somebody make that face of like they they like put their tongue to their tooth and they kind of give like a almost like a side like not a smirk but
They're like, okay, we're doing
Like
it.
a tongue click
Yeah.
kind of thing?
I like this.
yeah.
Well, which
Roll
tooth is he doing
initiative.
it since he's a hippo?
He's
He's only got like 2 teeth.
only got 2 teeth.
He flares his nostrils.
2 front teeth. 2 square front teeth.
So he's gonna kind of make that face as as best as he can. And he's like, "What happened to my men has nothing to do with the gang running rampant in this city, and I suggest you keep your focus."
Alex, I have a question. Do I know what kinds of people are like in the Crown's Guard? Like, are they like just swords or whatever, like swords and shields, or like some of the magic users?
There are a few magic users, but it's mostly like weaponry.
Okay. With all due respect, Captain, these individuals are, more specialized people. Perhaps they can find clues that, maybe only their eyes can really see.
I raise my paw and do a little wave.
Oh god.
Hello.
Tail in mouth.
My tail's out of my mouth right now.
Um,
Tail and mouth.
No, this is not going to end well for us. We've got everyone under.
Ben, do a persuasion check for me.
Yes, sir.
No, Ben.
Darn.
No, I don't
Let's
think
see,
you can just dissuade him with a
persuasion.
wave.
Yeah,
Persuasion.
I rolled a fucking 8.
You should have just let me.
He just looks at the cat and's like, nah, I don't believe this shit.
That cat
Spits
looking
my
kind
tail
of
out.
weird
Trust
there.
me, I'm
Real
really
quick.
good.
So
After, real
oh,
quick,
go.
hold on.
Yeah.
After he says this, I'm going to add in, and while they're helping, maybe I can help some of your troops because I know a little bit about medicine myself.
Ben, make another persuasion roll.
14.
Dang.
The captain looks back at it, looks over you, and he says, "We have our best healers looking into these men. Something happened to them that they can't fix. So if you can prove that you can help them when our people can't, I can give you the information you need."
Okay. Can you take us to them? Preferably
gonna
ones
kinda
that are
just,
in
like,
more
he's gonna-
serious conditions.
So he's gonna take a step back and kind of like wave his hand out, like like outstretching his hand, and he's like, "Take your pick."
Okay. I would like to move to one of the larger tents, if possible.
So all the tents are pretty much the same size. They're basically like every tent in here is like a white tent, like it basically just a white tent with like clerics inside,
Okay.
They got accompany all races, remember, including hippos.
including hippos.
Yeah. And I'm a 7-foot tall furbolg, so it better be able to fit me.
Better be able to let me in there.
Yeah, you'll be able to fit into any of
Realize
the
how
tents, no
short I
problem.
am compared to everyone else.
No, there was a 5'11" person, wasn't there?
Yeah, my character's 5'10.
Yeah, that was what it was.
Okay, not too bad then.
The difference between 5'11" and 6 foot.
So I want to go up to one of the clerics that aren't immediately helping somebody right now.
Okay.
If there are any.
Yeah, so there is this situation going on, but they are pretty like, they're at the point right now where, like, if you go to a hospital and they're like, we've given you the medicine and now we just kind of have to wait. They're in kind of like
Okay.
that standby mode right now.
Got it. So I'd like to go up to one of these clerics / medical people.
Okay.
And I want to ask, so what is going on with the wounds of these patients?
So you walk over to one of the clerics who appears to be a half elf. And she looks over at you and she says, "I've never seen anything like what these men are describing, what their wounds are. Most of their wounds are fairly just scratches. None of them bone deep, but it's more their mental stability is off."
Off as in something that didn't happen from the attack is affecting them?
Off as in they can't move because they're so afraid.
I want to do something a little weird.
Okay.
I want to use detect magic.
On something in particular or just in general?
Well, so detect magic is a self spell where I will be able to see any kind of magical sources within 30 feet of me.
Well, then, are
Okay.
you like looking for something specific, or because
I'm
I'll
just
tell you
going to
right
use
now,
it.
if you cast detect magic, you're gonna see magic all over the place.
Yeah.
I want
I
to
sent you a
focus
message.
on the patients and the wounds that they have.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay, so you're gonna walk into one of the tents and cast detect magic.
Yes.
big boops indeed.
Okay.
But
So you walk into one of these tents and you use your detect magic. There's definitely some kind of remnants of magic, but it's not any kind of magic that's directly affecting them.
So there's remnants of magic in that specific patient, or if I go from patient to patient, there's all remnants
There
of
are-
magic in all of them.
Yes, but it's not. you can tell that it's not the magic that's causing them to have the condition that they're in at the moment.
Hmm.
Is any of their wounds have any kind of magical residue on them? Well, they would be bandaged up.
There's very slight evidence of magic in their wounds.
Okay.
Like very, very minor amount.
Almost
Like,
like
the-
whatever's happening is running its course and it will end soon. Whether
More
it be the soldiers
like
or...
how do I describe this?
would it be more that it's already taken effect and it's in their bodies now, so it doesn't sit on the wound anymore, like a snake bite?
It's more like that, yes, but it's more like there's magic coming from the wounds, as if like whatever had hit them was magical.
Mm.
Oh,
Like there are traces of
Okay.
leftover magic from their wounds, not coming from
Okay.
their wounds.
it's like buckshot type stuff.
Like yeah, like if you grabbed a stick and you got a splinter, like there's the remnants
Okay.
of the stick in your hand now.
So whatever weapon that hit them was
Thank you
magical.
for the thought. Thank you, Cozy. I remember you.
Yes.
Sorry. Oh God, the float.
Someone doesn't have a mute button to unbound.
Float.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to go back up to the cleric that I was talking to. And simply just going to say, well, whatever or whoever attacked these men used some kind of magical weapon, so your healing might not be as effective on them because of it. Do you have anything here that would help negate the effects of any kind of magical weapons?
Well, she says to you, "Oh, we're very well aware of the magic from these wounds. But according to them, it was no weapon.
Then what was it?
She kind of like gives a side shrug, and she's like, you would be better off asking one of them yourself."
Okay. Thank you for your help. And I want to go to the first patient that seems conscious and aware of what's going on.
Most of these
If there are
patients
any.
are conscious.
Well, I'm looking for one that's not like entirely focused on themselves and in deep thought or like scared out of their damn mind.
Yeah, okay. So you walk over to a dwarf.
A dwarf. Okay.
Yeah.
A little
I'm
man.
gonna go up to him
Yeah,
and be like,
I was gonna say you're gonna make fun of his height, 2 eyes laying here in pain, you
"Hey,
bitch.
he's in a bed."
No, 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 no. No, my character likes dwarves. Remember?
Gonna kick a guy while he's down already.
Possibly.
Wonder how
You
he
don't
gets
know.
out of the bed.
So I'm gonna go up to it. I'm gonna go up to this patient. I'm gonna ask him, "Is there anything you can tell me about this attack that you remember?"
Damn, not even gonna be like, hello, introduce yourself, who you are, just straight to business. All right.
Nope, it's straight to business. We're in a hospital. Let's go.
You were dying. I'm gonna help you.
They're not dying.
They're debilitated right now. They are down and
Yeah.
out for the count right now.
So you walk up to him and start asking questions, and he like very quickly kind of like shuts down.
So I'm gonna
Like-
look at him and be like, "Can you at least tell me what caused the wounds that you received?"
You're gonna have to do a persuasion check.
7.
Sad.
Yeah, you ask him and he's silent.
On to the next.
On to the next
Yep.
door. On to the next patient. Let's
I'm gonna
go.
walk to the next one.
All right.
Cool. I can't fail this. I can't fail 20
am
times in a row.
hermit. When somebody shuts down in front of me, I am just gonna go to the next person.
They're all showing pretty much the same not attitude, the same
Reactions.
yes, thank you. The same reaction as the first one. They're all very reserved.
I turn to the nurse and I'm like,
Well,
Do they
okay,
know-
wait, hold on. Are you going up to these people the same way that you did the dwarf?
No, I wasn't going to.
How are you going up to
Aggressive.
these people?
So the next one, I was gonna go up to and be like, "Hi, I'm here to try to help. Is there anything you'd be willing to tell me about what happened to you?"
Do another persuasion check.
14.
Ooh.
So this one is a little more open. He's still very reserved. But he's like, we were sent after him. We knew what we were getting into, but we weren't expecting what happened. And you see him start to like visibly shake. As if him like trying to remember what he's telling you is like causing him pain.
Thank you, Ozzy.
And he goes, it's like the forest came alive. The trees were attacking us, and it was so cold. And you see him start shaking again. And
I'm gonna,
yeah.
before he continues, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "Thank you. Now try to get some rest so you can heal up."
So I thought you were going to take that a whole different way.
You know who's good with the cold?
And then I'm just gonna turn around and look at the group of like 4 people just staring at me as I walk through this tent. Like, "Hi,
I'm
how
as
you doing?"
as dumb as like a 2x4. You ain't getting anything out of me for wisdom.
He's like, I am quite literally as dumb as a bag of bricks. They're
I don't
actually
have-
smarter than me.
I don't know if you've noticed,
you,
but
you went in
my-
there, you started using big words. I didn't know what was going on.
I don't know if you've noticed, but my social skills are not the most efficient.
You used the word hospital. I was like, what the fuck?
What is that?
What is hospital? Bless you.
So I want to think to myself. I don't know how to word this properly. I want to think and see if I know of any weapons or magics that would make the woods come alive and attack multiple people at once.
Do an Arcana check for me.
21.
Oh,
I got a +3 to Arcana. Let's go.
oh, he knows he
You-
knows me.
You
Someone's
are
head
aware
in
of
the butt.
certain like nature magics that can affect like like areas like this, but nothing to the degree that this guy is talking about.
Ooh.
So
And
this
especially
is a specialized magic.
with the mention of with him mentioning how cold it was, that also doesn't match anything you know about this, about something that would affect like a forest like this.
Winter's
Now I have
touch.
to ask, because of this check, I don't know of any one specific spell that would do this, or would it need to be a combination of spells to
Even
do
a
such
combination of it would have to be a combination of a multitude of spells for it to be like what he's describing. And that amount of magic that it would take to do that is a very like obscene amount.
Ooh.
Okay.
Again, magic. Me no understand.
It's okay.
Me
you're
have
alright.
big sharp thing. Me hit with thing.
It's okay. You're alright.
So I don't know of any magical weapons or spells unless it was a combination of spells, and it would require a inconceivable amount of magic for one person to do this at once.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
I completely understand this. It's
So
gonna be like
I
holy.
want to exit the tent. Is the captain of the guard still around?
Yes, he's still around.
I would like to go up to him and
Magic me what?
just
That's what
stare
someone
him
said.
down and look at him and just be like, why did you send your guardsmen against a powerful caster that would be able to intertwine spells?
That's a pretty good point.
You
Every time Dale speaks, just imagine the cat pulling the tail out of his mouth to speak and then put it back in.
Just like paws grab his tail. Oh, how interesting. Puts tail back in mouth. Some tail.
So you ask him this, and there's like a very like disgusted look at you.
Oh,
What the fuck was that?
What's the disgusted look?
Oh,
well, like, hippos don't have much mouth control, so I just think he just like opens his mouth and like wiggles his tongue at you aggressively.
It is true that hippos don't have mouth control, but this is
That is
not
right.
the difference. No, it's actually true. The same thing is with dogs. They don't actually have lips; they have jowls to keep their food in their mouth.
Yeah, so I just thought like a disgusted look would be him like wiggling his tail his tongue aggressively at you.
Christ.
Little hippo tail.
I-
Learning in D&D. Tech support.
Fun facts with tech support.
oh my god. You've given your DM an aneurysm. Thank you.
Did you
Yes.
know that ants are small
Session
enough to where
one.
if you were to microwave them, they will be unaffected by the microwave rays?
Well, anyway, session 1, aneurysm, let's go.
Are you
Anyway,
serious?
continue.
Yeah,
That's
ants are
cool.
smaller than microwave radiation.
I can't do this. I can't do this right now.
You just
Talking stick
blew
is now
Gale's
included.
mind.
Wait, did you not know this?
All I can think is an ant sitting in the
This
microwave
isn't common
dish
knowledge.
thingy and just spinning around while I'm over there like burn.
No, you've never
explode, and
had the
nothing
white trash
happens.
episode of just having ants in your microwave and just saying "fuck it, nuke them."
No.
Like Jesus Christ in heaven.
I can say with 100% certainty I have not.
Let's continue back to Hippo Man.
Yeah.
With his law.
Oh. So yeah, he looks at you with like disgust in his face. And he's like, "Do you think I would send them in there if I had any other choice?"
I don't know, maybe.
This
I'm gonna
cat.
look at him and just go, "Tell me who it is, then."
Who
The person he
You
sent them to fight.
them after.
he says, "We don't know."
Is there anything you know about him?
I'm gonna lean down to the cat and think this guy's dumber than me.
Yeah.
He motions his head towards the many medic tents behind him. And he's like, "What we know is he's strong. Strong enough to take down a whole battalion and walk away unhurt."
Unharmed.
I said what I said.
I said what I said.
The
You were
hippo man said what he said, okay?
I mean, I want to my own help. I'm pretty strong. I got a big axe. It's a big axe, pretty heavy.
I have a boomerang.
Are you saying that to him about your big axe?
Yes.
Yes.
And then I type
Okay.
in, I have a boomerang.
He So he
It's so
shows you his
uncomfortable.
weapon, and shows you his
uncomfortable.
weapon, and this is a this is a basically makeshift gun made out of Magitech. Which some of you don't know what that is.
I have no idea what that
I am
is.
somehow. I'm
I
embarrassed.
think I just think boom boom stick.
So basically, um, Magitech or Arcanatech in this world is basically like you would use it instead of something with electricity.
It's
Ah,
magical steel.
Yes, but it is something that your characters would know is that this stuff is like you have this stuff if you are extremely wealthy or if you are of very high social status.
I
Like you
probably
do not
wouldn't.
just
Right.
find this stuff laying around. Like this
I
is like you know that if somebody has this, they mean something.
I probably wouldn't because of where I've coming from.
So I'm gonna look at him as he raises his rifle. First off, I would like to know if there's any part of the rifle that is not Magitech.
The main mechanism of it is, and when he raises it, this was in response to the two of them showing him like his axe and her boomerang. He holds up this rifle and he's like, "This rifle didn't put a dent in him. None of your weapons will."
Okay.
I'm willing to test that theory.
But that means he's fought him.
You underestimate how
Wait,
hard
hold
I
on, hold
can
on.
throw this thing.
Yeah, after you said that, I'm like, what the fuck? Looking at the tiny frame cat, I'm like,
I'm gonna look at him and be like,
Basic
there are
wooden
more ways
boomerang.
to take down somebody than just brute
but
force.
if he's saying that he shot that this didn't work, doesn't that mean he was there and came out
He had,
uninjured?
yeah, he had to be there. He didn't get injured. We could ask him
If he
like,
shot it.
hold up. So I look up at him and like,
And is
so
there-
you, what?
No, continue. You have the right
So-
idea.
So I ask him like, so you were there when all of this happened. So like, did you catch what they looked like? What they like? Any particular thing of interest where they might have gone?
He says, "I wasn't there for this particular fight, although I
And
should."
you don't know.
Hold
You don't
on,
know my
hold on,
weapon.
hold on. Relax a minute. We've been dealing with him for as long as anybody can remember.
And yet you know nothing.
Are you saying that to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna
This
stand
cat.
on my kitty cat tippy toes, be like, but you know nothing.
Surely they come up to about his like forearm. He's like,
So he says, in response to that, he says, all we know about him is that he lives somewhere in the forest. He comes out occasionally.
No rhyme or reason.
He kind of lets out a scoff and he's like, he comes out to shop.
well, here's my question. If he comes out randomly, how did you know where he was going to be?
I never said randomly. He has a
He
pattern.
comes out to shop.
I said
there
he
we
came
go.
out randomly.
Well, he just said he has pattern. So now what's his pattern? I need to test my theory. Tapping my axe in my
What's he
hand.
shop for?
Tapping my axe. I want to smash.
Need to
Shop is
test
in
my
the
theory.
local market. Shop is in the butcher.
Yes. So you
Humans.
guys, if you look at the map, for a second, the world map, you'll see that whole middle area where all the tents are. That's like that's the marketplace.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so he goes to the market. Alright.
Yeah.
So he's coming from the woods to the left
I'm
and
starting
coming
to feel.
to the market.
I'm still
Did
feeling
somebody
bad for this
upset
guy.
him?
If you're
he
just jumping
goes
him in
out-
the market.
No,
If
they
he
didn't
comes
jump him
out
in the
the shop-
market.
Oh, okay.
Remember, they said that it felt like the forest came alive, so they couldn't have jumped him in the market.
Okay.
Oh, it would
It
have
would have
been
had
in
to
the
been closer
forest.
to the outskirts.
Yeah, that's what I assumed, which is weird in my mind, to be honest. But besides that, let's not worry about that right now.
What are you
I'm
trying
gonna
to
look
say
at him and
here?
be like, "So what has he done that you need to arrest him?"
Honestly, I can't even tell you.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
we're in the
Is it a
wrong.
higher up order, or just does nobody know now?
This order has come from not only the king, who I did forget to mention this, so that's my bad. The king is a teenager,
Hmm.
what?
like
Spoiled brat.
Excuse me?
late teens, early 20s.
So it's like 18, 19, 21.
Yeah, around that age. His father, who was the king, had passed away recently.
So this kid just told them
Took the throne.
go.
No. So this, okay. So I was saying this before I continued. What I was saying is him. Because I forgot to mention that part. Um, he says this order has come from not only the previous king, but the king before him,
Oh.
and as far as I know, from every king since the beginning.
Since the beginning,
Yes.
And this same guy's been around for all that time?
how long has this kingdom been
Oh.
around?
As long as anyone can remember.
I don't remember
And
much.
how
so
long
that's
is
not very
that?
long.
Yeah, how long have you guys remembered the kingdom being around?
What would be what their lifespan? So how old can a hippo be?
The elves in this city talk about. Well, let me put it to you this way. The grandparents of the current generation of elves were here after it was built.
Now,
Hippos
are
live
So
for
it's at
these
40
least a few
these
hundred
years.
years.
hold on, are these pure elves or have
Yes.
they okay. So those are at least a
Few.
couple, maybe thousands.
Yeah, so it's a few hundreds. Oh, thousands?
I thought
Thousands,
elves lived
yes.
into thousands, yeah.
Uh,
Like general rule of
a
thumb, I've
minimum of
always
1,000
done.
years.
Yeah. I've always did like a very graciously old elf would be like
Yeah, that's
1200.
the lore hacker.
and if this guy has been around for that long, how old would he have
So
to be?
Would I be able to think with, my character's backstory living in the Feywilds and knowing of different creatures, would I know of any creature that would live that long?
No.
Oh.
wait, hold on.
What if I have an idea?
Go ahead.
Oh god.
What if now hear me out.
Hearing.
Spits tail out. Spits tail out. Wipes drool from my chin. Now hear me out. What if
Oh my god.
Oh god. Still in the end.
he's a dragon?
But didn't they say he was a
Got a
human?
giggle.
Oh,
They never
never mind.
said what. No.
No,
They never
back
said
off.
what he was. They only know
Oh.
that he's a very high level caster who can string spells together, or maybe I'm thinking set up defensive stuff around
Hold
his
on.
home.
But
They
he's in
never
a
said
cloak.
that either. That's what you were assuming.
I assumed that.
They
Yeah, I'm
also
going off
never
the person with
specified
more
that.
magic.
But didn't they say a guy in a cloak attacked them?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did say a guy in a cloak, yeah.
guy in a cloak.
Okay.
So
So-
I wouldn't assume a 20-foot dragon's walking around in a cloak.
Well, a dragon can
I
use
mean, I
magic
don't
to make
want to
itself look
metagame
human.
here. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to metagame here so too much with my knowledge of the monster manual, so I'll be careful.
What if he's upsetty that there's a gang running around called the Dragons and he's like racially
Bitch.
offended?
Racially, racism was the key point of this playthrough. I was correct.
Oh, Ornice, you don't have to worry about knowledge of the monster manual. There's a lot of homebrew stuff going on right now.
Cool, good. Because I was gonna say
this entire campaign is pretty much homebrew, so you don't have to worry about like
good with me.
specificities.
The
You
thing
get
is,
the
I was
Discord.
just worried.
It's stuck
yes,
with them, isn't it?
Need a phone call?
yes. The reason why I was gonna say that is because chromatic dragons can shape change into humans, or some of them can.
Well,
Not all
again,
of them.
nobody said he was a human.
No, we only
They
know
just
that
said he
he's a
was a
person
guy
in a cloak.
Yeah.
So I look
Yeah,
up at the
so he
hippo
could
and
be
I'm
any
like,
race.
I look up at the hippo and I'm like, are you sure you didn't see any defining factors? Because if he's been around for as long as elf grandparents, that's at least 3 generations of elves. That's at least 3,000 years, give or take.
Well, the only reason we even know it's a he is because he speaks.
Does he speak
And he's
basic
particular.
or? Yeah.
Yeah, everyone can understand him most of the time.
And has he said anything to anyone about what has happened or why you are chasing him?
Not that I'm aware.
Are there any of these elfish grandparents still currently within the city that remember this person when he first came here?
No, they'd be dead. But
He's
No,
right. There aren't. No, there'd be none left.
they'd be
Um,
dead.
slowly raise his paw.
If we're gonna go generation to generation, they're dead.
Well, you never know. There could, because grandparent, they could still have the
Sole
grandparent
survivors.
alive.
And I
He
heard someone
says-
saying raising paw. Yes, cat.
Yes, cat, speak.
What does he buy at the market?
Oh yes, this is pivotal information for the cat.
Actually, that is.
Well, actually,
Let's
yeah,
go.
because
Let's know.
certain diet
because
and
if
all
he's
that
not
stuff
buying food, then we're not worrying about it. He's not worried about food.
Yeah.
could be something
Therefore, he
not
doesn't
biological.
Also, what size clothes does he buy? Because if he's buying larger clothes than his body thinks he is, then like his body thinks he is. I don't know. What if he could be buying like a extra, extra, extra large giant shirt and then be walking in like a little 5'6" body. Suspicious, don't you think?
Actually, is he buying anything magical?
I think
That would
the
never
most important thing is
happen.
the fact that he's 5'6" is suspicious.
Hey.
That. Wait. What? Who are we talking about now?
I'm 5'6".
Talking about the
Hey.
man.
Are we?
I know. That's why I said it.
I kind of lost who we were talking about when I
Yeah,
heard 5'6".
I was talking about the cloak man, but I think he's talking about someone different.
Oh my lord.
So yeah, is there any? We'll go with that. Is there any shopping spree he does? Like, is he a girl from Baltimore?
I'm Strike.
He
Does he buy?
he just
Cebu must
says he just says he just goes to the market, buys foods, various meats and vegetables.
So he's not a vegetarian.
Thank you. That is valuable information, Cat. Wait. So if he needs to come in here to buy food, it means he's not supplying it when he's out of the town.
But that also
Means
means
he's
Would I
not
know any of the
murdering people
nature?
as well.
Would I know any of the nature out
That
here?
doesn't
Like,
rule
if,
out murdering people. How's he getting the money to
Oh.
buy it?
Well,
yeah,
I said
the
to eat people. I said murdering people to eat people.
with
Specific.
my background, would I know any animals in the area that would be edible to just edible?
Well, you have no knowledge of the forest in this area.
Okay.
Another thing to consider is that the people are willingly, or at least I hope willingly, selling him this stuff.
Yeah,
So
and
they don't see him as a
So
threat.
so either they don't see him as a threat, or he's really good at walking in, walking out without being noticed.
There
But
is
I
no
would've-
walking in or walking out. Remember, the marketplace is all stalls. There's no actual like.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
he
he's
means
gotta
walking
walk up to the
a
stall and
just
then
walk
walk
I mean,
away.
he
yeah,
could be
okay.
just taking it and then setting the money and mosey on to.
Yeah,
he could just grab
exactly.
he grab the item, place the money. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
you
like-
could also just grab it and flip the coin while they're not watching. It
Yeah,
still works. You can.
like-
You could just
I've got
grab it.
markets.
So I
Could just
look
be
up to
taking it.
I look up to the guard captain. I'm like, do these people willingly sell him this stuff, or is he just like something disappears and there's money and they know it's this person?
As far as we can tell, they sell it to him willingly.
So only
Then
the
why are you
king's lying.
after him?
Yeah,
Why don't
only
we go talk to the market people then?
Yeah,
so,
let's stop asking the hippo that doesn't know anything. I'm gonna say that
The
out
hip-
Sabu
loud
has
and start
I
walking
think,
away.
brain cells
if
in the
I
job.
if I may, I think we're kind of forgetting the reason for why we came to him in the first place.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
where's the murder's been taking place?
The game.
Well, yeah.
No, we're not. He told us to help him, and the way to help is to figure out what hit him.
Nothing hit him. He wasn't there.
No, he was
Damn
there.
it.
He shot at it.
But yeah.
No, he said
No.
he wasn't at this fight, but he has
Yeah, but,
been in combat
okay.
with him.
Oh.
Okay, so
Yeah,
our,
so
our
he's-
mission is like to do the gang. We don't need to worry about this cloaked
So-
figure just yet.
Yeah.
Unless
I
that
kinda
cloaked
forgot
figure
what-
pulls a freaking like stealth and ends up right in front of us and is like, "Yo, what up?"
I kind
Yo,
of
what up?
figure
I'll be
had to do
terrorizing.
with the gang. I don't remember.
I
We
turned
had
to
to
the
find out
captain.
the.
We had to
So,
figure
yeah.
out what was going on with the soldiers and help them recover. So
Yeah.
that way he
Oh,
would
'cause-
tell us
yeah.
where the most recent attack was. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly this person hit them with, and the best way for me to get information is to me to ask people that know who this person is. So that way I can know exactly what happened to these soldiers, because they're shutting
Yeah.
down and not helping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
well,
go to
Marcus
the
would have
market
trust
because if this
Yeah.
gang also attacked random people, then we can also talk to people in the market about the
Yeah.
Wham
attacks,
bam.
along with talking to the market people about
We get
the cloak guy.
we get
Cebu.
three.
We, get a
get
double
brain cell
doobie sucker
no,
punch.
we get a
win.
three. We get three birds with one stone because we help him. We get the gang. We start learning about this cloaked guy, and we also could possibly get any more information out that he doesn't know from the market about the gang.
And if we're really lucky, the cloak guy will just be there.
Oh, I don't know.
Abuse
Because,
brain
like,
cells freaking overtime.
If we're talking, we need to help these guards. Then who better than the person who used the magic on them to like get any?
and we can buy band-aids
thing.
for them while we're there.
Okay, here's the problem, Gail. You assume we have money.
Gail,
I got, like
this is
one silver coin I stole off a man.
this is
Well,
what I'm
I
going
know.
to put into play. Which is really good and really good idea. You had great ideas up until that point.
I told you Sabu's two brain cells work overtime sometimes. Like that was all.
Sabu's
that was
has
all.
2 brain cells fighting for 3rd place. Got it.
Yes.
That's the exact sentence that was said last week about Sabu.
It's okay.
Yes, it was.
Fine.
2
I don't even know if my
brain cells
character has
fighting for
brain
3rd
cells.
place.
It has.
I think your
worse, we
character
have
just has
coins on
axe.
instead.
Just
I think your character has 1 brain cell fighting for 5th.
God.
No, it's not even fun. It's just giving up.
No,
All right,
it's
so
fighting itself.
so is it settled? Are we going to the market?
Yeah, we're gonna the
Yeah.
All right, so I'll
I'm
face the
I'm already
captain.
walking away
I'll
from this
bow
hippo.
and thank
What are you
him, and
leaving the
I
hippo?
raise my paw. Sabu raises paw.
I guess I'll just lead the group to the marketplace.
Sabu has question for everyone.
What is your
What?
question, child? cat?
Question for everyone.
Wow.
Child
Sabu
cat.
needs to know how much money everyone has. Sabu wants to buy stuff.
I assume since I assume since Cebu wishes to buy stuff, Cebu has money. So good.
Yes,
Good
Sabu
luck.
should have money for this.
I quickly scrounges around pockets. Where do I find my money?
We can
How much-
just hold on. Can we just
Fucking
shave the cat and sell the fur?
Currency.
Can we just shave the cat and sell the
Well,
fur?
hold up. Does anyone actually have money besides?
I don't. I don't actually
I
know how much we're
do.
supposed to have. Yeah.
Well,
Ben, you have no money.
if we're
I have
starting
no
with
money.
none, I will take off
Wait,
everything.
he works
I-
in the castle and doesn't get paid?
No, he's an intern.
All right.
I'll take off my
Without
norm.
giving anything away from his backstory, he is basically trading work around the castle for living quarters.
So he's an
For,
intern.
for
Gotcha.
room and board, pretty much.
Intern.
Can I make a,
I
can I
have
make
no
a
need for
guess?
money.
I mean, I have some money.
Sorry. I have.
1 silver.
Let me look.
I didn't find any money when during
One
my
flower
solo session on
locket.
those bodies, did I?
have. Would it be
Let's say everybody has like 20 gold.
20
So
gold.
I
Heck
want-
yeah,
I-
Sabu
Except
goes
How did
for
I lose
me.
5?
I was correct
No,
in my
you still have
assumption.
you still have your 5 extra one. You're good.
Wait, I got money from when from the tavern that I played at. Yeah.
Yeah, there you
You
go.
played
20
at a
gold.
tavern. Wait, she was playing at a tavern while I was in an
Incorrect.
underground.
Bro!
Oh no, we can't reveal. Hey, no
Shut up!
revealing. Shut up! Stop talking about the sessions.
I'm gonna take away all your
Why
money in
does
a
she get a
second.
tavern?
Y'all motherfuckers gonna have no money.
You guys can start with
Just
nothing.
like
Shut the fuck
Oh,
me.
not to have no money because Sabu going shopping.
up.
I
Oh
still want to
god.
know if we can
I
shave
like
the.
Sabu at the capital. Capital has good cloth for good.
I still want to
robes
know
for
if we can
good
shave
people.
and sell the cat's fur.
No, you
Yeah.
cannot.
I mean, sleight of hand check. What was this for?
To shave the fur.
Are we
He,
done
like,
with
cuts a
it? 'Cause
little
I'm
bit
not
off.
We're going to the
Plan
market.
works. I'm gonna be real with you.
We're going to the market.
Yeah, we're going to the market.
Okay.
God damn. Why does it take us 20
I
years to
was-
decide
I
what
pressed
food?
it. I pressed it and I was like, I'm gonna steal Gail's 1 silver piece.
Steal a money bag? Just mine.
Not even all the money, just the
There-
silver piece.
There is no jingle from the money bag because
Not
all the
even the
money bag
gold,
has
just
is
the
1
silver.
coin.
Yeah, you just take it and just like feel. You grab the money bag, it just feels really empty. Like, oh, this is disappointing.
So the 5 of you travel to the market.
Market.
And once you get there, you see it's very hustle bustle. There's a lot of people here, lots of stands selling various things. Most of them selling food.
Keep my
um,
tail out of the pathways.
Does it look
What?
like any of them are buying things?
No,
Nah.
What?
Fuck.
Why would you buy things?
Market, not buy things.
Because I got a lot of things I don't need.
See, Sabu's gonna buy like the dumbest thing that we do not need, and then she's gonna realize it is too expensive, and then ask all of us to pool money in to get it.
No, you know what? Knowing the bard's luck, she'll buy it. We'll help her, and then it's like a little trinket or something. And then end game, it's like ultimate weapon.
It's like it like turns into a mass cannon of destruction.
really.
Well, is there any-
Halo?
Is there anything? I was thinking Hammer of Dawn from Gears of War.
I'll also accept that answer.
Is there anything interesting at the market for like purchasing purposes for Gale or anyone? Because it is a capital city, and I'm assuming that it will be better than axe I found in the woods.
Not here.
Boomerang.
Here is just foods and they're
Okay.
pretty much just assortments of foods.
Alright,
No,
I guess,
food. Food
Who
is
doesn't
not
have rations?
I'm gonna
Do
look
you
at
have
our
rations?
guide. Yeah, everyone starts with rations.
If you
Speaking
start with
of
an
which,
adventurous gear, you
how
get
many
rations.
rations did I use on my way to the capital?
Don't know. If you start asking questions like that, I'm taking them all away. You're gonna have none.
I'm not sure.
Ask
Well,
me
like,
another question
basically-
like that. I'm gonna start asking
Don't
you
ruin the
if your
fun
character has
for
to use
us.
the bathroom or not.
I know, I'm just trying
Uh,
to like
That's
ask
two really
questions.
obscure
When's
questions.
the last time everyone's taken a whiz break?
When was the last time I filled up my water skin? What happened? When was this?
I've only accepted more than my thing. Sweet.
I need a date and time.
I guess I look to the group. I'm like, how do you guys want to do this? Do we want to split up or just stick together to ask around?
I would prefer you not split up. That way I can keep an eye on all of you.
People who
We're
split
being-
up
we're
always
getting-
die anyway.
We're getting kept tabs on by a guy who works for a juvenile for no money.
A guy who works
I am the
That's my
ultimate
money.
babysitter.
I could ruin this with one spell.
Oh, that's rough.
I just
Literally a
rude.
child.
You haven't figured out my character is a very good person with witty, dumb comments.
God damn. I guess our guide wishes for us to stick together. So we know that the dude was buying foods, meats and fruits, and just basic food,
Meats and vegetables.
meats and vegetables. So we can just go around asking
Oh,
meats and
shit.
vegetables vendors.
What? What are you saying? Ocean?
Did any of us ask when that attack took place?
No.
No. We got to the hippo. He knew nothing, and Gail suggested we go to the markets because she wanted something. We're like, yeah, fuck it, markets.
Let's be
Yeah,
honest
pretty
here. Do we
much.
really think that the hippo would know at that rate?
See, I told you Cebu
Yes,
was
because a bunch of
persuasive.
his troops just showed up wounded.
Well, who knows how long ago that happened? They could have found them a day or two after.
Well, he probably sent. He said he sent them, so he would have known when he sent them.
I cannot refute this.
Did I break the call?
Yeah, no, that could be an issue because this could have
He's like,
happened like a
you've got
week
a point,
ago, and
you've
now
got a
these
point.
people know nothing.
Okay.
Well, we know however long ago it was to the point where the magic has almost run its complete course.
What are you
That
talking about?
doesn't help.
We know it's been a little bit of time at least.
No, you know that there is no magic running its course.
Yeah, we know that there is still traces of magic that hit the soldiers, hit the guardsmen, but that could last anywhere from like a fade to next time they wash their bodies.
I hope they're washing their bodies.
Oh my God. Okay. Would we look at maybe? I guess just start by questioning any of them. I'm happy to question people. I'm not good at it, but can I roll intimidation on a shopkeeper?
I want to
Oh,
watch
boy.
this happen. I'm not going to interfere.
Intimidation.
I would actually that you're not even speaking. Never mind. I can't say anything.
I'm
Hey,
just
as long as we
speaking
don't
to
cause
myself.
any trouble, right?
Intimidation.
I mean,
I'm a
if you see,
6'8" ball-looking bastard. I'm sure people are scared of me.
So
I mean,
There's a better way to get info
No,
than intimidating everyone.
The bard who has the most charisma hasn't said anything to anyone yet.
Exactly.
Spits out tail.
So either we got two ways. We can either go with intimidation or try and get Cebu to convince people with charm.
So we can either charm them or scare them.
Which way would make the guide more happy? I would think charm.
Or you could just ask.
You could, but that's not how you get
Exactly.
what you want.
Oh my gosh. I have a skill where I can make people think they're my friend.
Of course you do.
Manipulation it is.
But the only
Here
issue
we
is,
go.
once I realize that I've done that, they can get really upsetty spaghetti.
yeah, maybe don't try and magically manipulate the residents here.
Could just pat my kitty eyelashes.
I wanna look
Yes.
around and see if there's any.
Just ask them
elvish-
questions. I'm sure they'd be more than
Actually,
willing to
We
answer
should
your
probably
question.
can we do a perception check to see if there's a guy in a cloak?
Yeah. Actually, though, he could be right here, right now.
Actually, yeah, that's not a bad idea.
He could be like standing.
Sure. Go ahead. Roll that
could be standing
perception check
He
for
could be
me.
standing like right
All right.
next to us, and we wouldn't even know because we're not really
Go
looking for him.
ahead.
We're over
Okay.
here
I will
arguing
do.
about what we're gonna do while the cloak man's standing behind us.
4. Again, I'm dumb as shit.
I
4.
got a
You
4
rolled a
as
4?
well. I rolled a 4 too.
You guys,
Wait.
One as well.
you guys see the shadow of the building. You're like, there he is.
This is back to like when I saw a door, and I was like, it's a door.
Yeah.
I wanna roll.
Roll, Gale, roll. A 7.
Roll as well. She rolled a 4.
You're all fuck. I can't.
They're all
Like,
doing this, and I'm just
what do we
standing there
do?
looking around. Roll a
Do we?
13, just looking around like, really?
We're just
Dude.
staring at the shadow. What do we do? Oh my god, he's right there.
No, we're like looking around, and Sabu's like looked at her tail, and like, ooh, tail. I've looked at my axe, shiny.
Well, I'm like, I wear a
No,
cloak.
you're trying to
What if
spot him with
Cebu
the
is
shine of
bad?
your axe to see if
Yeah,
it's
like-
What if
effective.
Cebu is this whole time? Cebu wears cloak.
Sabu wears a cloak.
Doesn't
Maybe it's
just like
me.
that. Cebu wears cloak. It's me, isn't it?
I want to
I am the imposter.
So who do you guys think we should question first?
Probably
One
anyone who
is
sells veggies.
Or meat?
Vegetables.
Is there any elvish
yeah, I
vendors
guess
that sell meats or vegetables?
I do speak
There
Elvish.
is not. There
Oh.
really
I have-
seems to be one main meat vendor.
I also have
Okay.
one other question that is very important to the storyline.
Oh god.
Is there a fruit vendor?
Yes.
Do
Does
they
he have a
sell
watermelon?
There-
What?
Yes, there is a watermelon.
Can I
cookies?
buy the
Oh, man,
watermelon?
fly. Mouth.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can. The watermelon will cost you a gold.
I will buy the watermelon.
Man, that's an
Watermelon!
expensive ass watermelon.
Yeah,
I
one
don't
Damn right
gold.
care.
it is. You're in
It
the
is-
capital city. You think shit's
it is
cheap here? There's
all
a reason
worth
I
it.
gave you 20 gold.
But there's also
What
a thing
other,
like they're not really a
what other
farming.
shops
Like,
are there around us?
it's just foods.
How many? Yeah, in this area, there's mostly only food stuff.
And like, if you look at their like map, it's more like they're not really a farming nation. So all fruit and vegetables are going to be expensive as shit because they have to import them from other countries.
Sabu thinks that we might find better info in a place that's not food related with selling stuff.
Sabu just wants to buy a new cloak.
Didn't even let
Sabu.
me finish about the one meat vendor.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
waiting
hear
about
the
the
one.
meat vendor, man.
Yeah,
Sorry,
let me-
I come back holding a watermelon. Sorry, I had to get something.
So there's
How
there's
come
a
he can buy
stall.
stuff that Sabu cannot?
Shush.
There's a stall with a bunch of meat on it, and the one running the stall is a goblin.
It's the
Oh
goblin.
my
Oh
god, it's the same goblin!
It's not the same goblin. Oh my
Really?
god,
Can
you
we
racist!
Can I roll to smack
See if
them
we
both
know
in the back of the head?
It's the
So
same
you
goblin.
picked the goblin again.
It's not the same goblin. It's a
Let's go
different
intimidate
goblin.
the goblin man and be like,
The
listen,
first
how
goblin
did
was
you
green,
get in
this
the
was brown.
chair? And how did you get out the chair?
How
Okay,
did he get up on the stall chair?
so what's so like alluring about this meat vendor? Is it like the only meat vendor, or is there something
Pretty
special?
much.
He is-
He's pretty much the only one,
Yeah.
and the cuts of meat he has seem of a higher quality than any of the other ones around.
Okay.
Alright, so if Cloaked Guy is buying meat, then he has to only be buying it from there, so how do you guys wanna do this? Do you wanna try and talk to him, Cebu?
Yeah, you want to try and
Oh,
convince
that's quite a
him while
lot.
I add a watermelon to my bag?
Yeah. We'll go
Other
over there.
item. It's customize.
I'm not the people person here.
All right, so you're approaching the stall.
Yeah. And I take
Alright.
my Stella out of my mouth because that probably doesn't look smart.
Dang it.
So you walk up to the stall, and the goblin looks at you and he's like, "Well, hey there, little missy. How can I help you?"
You got some fine, do you get the redo?
Nope, you're sold. Keep going.
Look at me here, sir.
You got some nice meat right here, my
That's
guy.
Nice steaks I see, and they seem of pretty good quality.
He says,
Do you know
yes,
anything about a cloak
finest
man?
meat on this side of the continent."
I see. I
Alright.
see. Where do you get this meat from? It seems very good. Seems like good meat.
He says, checking the quality of where I get my supply, huh? The centaurs
make
out in
sure.
the plains hunt it for me.
Centaurs. Okay. Do these centaurs get paid?
Well, of course, I pay them for the supply.
How much do you pay these centaurs?
Can I ask why you're asking?
I know
she
some
can go
people who
hunt.
have no money and might need a job.
Are they centaurs?
No, but one has an axe.
To be fair, I have hunting traps too. They're probably jingling on my side. This is part of my inventory. I have
got
them.
the speech of beast and leaf. Let's
You,
go.
he looks behind you at everybody behind you. He's like, "You talking about those goons over there?"
Goons?
Maybe.
No, not that. No, there's better goons. They're just not here at the moment. Those are my temporary goons until the real goons get here that you could hire to do good meat stuff.
I'm
They
a
just
temper am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're the interns. What the hell?
I'm expecting someone to like give me like a high eyebrow as he looks over at me.
He kind of just like shrugs and he's like, "Well, when the actual goons get here, you can come over here and maybe I'll help you out. Until then, you're gonna buy something. You're just gonna stand there and look pretty."
Ooh, he thinks I'm pretty. I say to myself.
Oh god,
Oh my god.
we've lost Sabu. So let's go to
I
the
knew
tavern and
it.
see if we can do something else.
No. Let me like lean casually lean
Oh
against the
no!
counter. So, sir,
Oh
do
no.
you know anything about a cloaked man might buy from you?
You ask that question, and he becomes not reserved, but a little more cautious of what he says now.
Oh,
And he says, "Why are you asking about my best customer?"
shoot.
What have you gotten us into, sir? So I'm assuming in this, if he's looking for hunters, like I'm sure I'm a pretty skilled hunter, considering I started with hunting trips.
Let's
But
see. Let me think about this for a second. What do I want to know about the?
I like how you leaned in confidently and he said one thing and you're like, oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
I was like, oh.
I have to ask, can we hear him say that? From where we
Yeah,
are?
you can hear him. You're within earshot.
Like when
Oh
standing
god, they
behind.
can hear me.
Oh yeah, we can
So
hear
we're just
you.
gonna put a
Alright.
tail on the
Oh,
thing and just
hello,
like, oh.
Howl.
I feel like Sabu's just gonna like claw under the table like nothing happened.
Listen, I got more words to say. I just gotta think of them. Your best customer, eh? Does he have a lot of money? No, I
Always
don't
a
want to
thing.
ask that.
Oh my
Never
god.
mind.
Well, no, that's a good
Wait,
question.
hold
Is he
on.
paying them?
Hold on. I have an idea.
Yes.
I'm gonna go. Okay, so a little bit of a weird thing. While she's trying to formulate a sentence, I want to use a little bit of magical tinkering
Okay.
on my hammer that I have.
Okay.
Oh.
Would it be possible to make the metal part of?
Did he cut out for anyone
What?
else?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
he
cut
did.
out.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You cut
Yeah,
out.
we can hear you
Metal
now.
part.
Okay.
You asked, is it possible? You asked, is it possible to make the metal part, and then you cut out.
Yeah, make it look like the Magitech metal.
Interesting.
Let me.
Only
hang on.
only for a brief period of time,
Hold on a minute. Give me 2
and it's
seconds.
not gonna move or
Why-
anything. It's just
why-
gonna
while
be a
he's-
static image.
While he's thinking of that, I'm going to raise a very important issue. I'm pretty sure the money question could have been an important question because what if he's not paying them and he's paying them in other ways and not
I got
using
more
money?
thoughts of stuff I can ask as well.
With favors.
Oh boy.
What if we go back to Sabu's original thing and there's a human arm on the table?
What?
Remember, it's
Fucking
all
animal.
races. It's
Okay.
all races. People eat people. There's races that eat humans.
You. Okay. You
We
can
also
do the
don't know
magical
if this-
tinkering on it.
Okay. Could I go back to questioning this man, this goblin?
Yeah.
Alright.
You can use magical tinkering on the hammer. But if he passes a check to see if it's actually Magitech or not, you will be discovered. It will be known to him. So keep
Since
that
he
in mind.
asked that one thing that he asked, can I now like do a persuasion to kind of like up me a little bit?
Ask what you want to ask
Persuade.
first.
Okay, because I was gonna try and get like more out of him. I was gonna
Yeah, go
say,
ahead.
okay. Let me rethink now. He's your best customer, you say. What things does he buy from you exactly? That's not the thing I want to use persuasion. I just want to get
Yeah,
you know,
no.
what exactly he's
He
buying.
kind of looks at you dumbfounded, and he looks at his stand. He's like, "What do you think he buys here? The fuck
Well,
does it look
yes,
like I sell?"
me, but this could be like horse meat or something. I don't know.
You think I'm selling horse meat here?
I don't know what you
You
sell.
think
I
I'd
can't
be
think.
paying the centaurs
So
and the
what?
plains all this money to hunt for horses? They're
I
half
like-
horse. Do you know how offended they'd get?
I love the
get it
cat
out
with the
there,
smell. Can't tell what the meat is.
I'm just going based. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I just know what the goons behind me hunt, and it's usually horse meat.
We're
So maybe
still
they wouldn't be good
goons.
for you.
When have we ever said we hunt horses?
What?
I don't hunt.
I want to
the
like
real
throw
goons
my
get
axe and
here,
protest a minute.
they don't hunt horses, so don't worry. These guys might, but don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not actually really with them anyway. It's just,
What?
you know how it is when money gets tight and you want to go shop it, but a girl can't shop because girl don't have no
Hey,
money.
Sabu, do you want to show them how much money you have?
This is rough.
How much is your best piece of meat?
Wow.
My best
Other
piece
than
of
what's
meat?
in your pants, sir.
What?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
I knew
God.
you were gonna be a horny bard.
Oh my god.
How much is your best piece of meat here, sir?
DM, I would like to request
Yeah.
that we do not redact what she said the first time, just so
Oh,
we can
you're
see
right.
the goblins. I want to see the
say she
goblins'
said it and then
reaction.
backtrack.
Persuasion check.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
She
Gail,
has
roll
said
a
it, the
flat.
goblin knows.
Gail, roll a flat d20.
This is determined.
Flat D20.
Under-
Everyone watch, we need to make sure she doesn't fudge it.
Okay, over 10 it gets redacted, under 10 it does not.
Let's go.
Yes!
Yes! Yes!
So it does not get rejected. She has said it, and it's in the open now.
There we go. So how does the goblin
you
react?
You say this, and he just kind of gives you a look and is like, I mean, normally I'd have to pay somebody, but if you want to pay me, I mean, I'm not going to say no.
I think we broke the cat.
Said rip in the chat. Like, well, if you hook the girl up with some information, we can see where that might lead.
I don't know how to respond to this.
You didn't think it was going this way, did you, DM?
I didn't think it was going this way. I was hoping that the bard. Normally,
bard
it's the
would use
male
normal
bards that are the
tactics.
horny ones. I didn't think I'd have to worry about a female bard being horny too. Especially not with a goblin.
Well, I mean, she's like
She
close
only
to
has
their
two
height.
brain
Info,
cells.
am I not?
She only has two
I-
brain cells, and I mean, this is a
I-
good persuasion technique.
I would like to announce,
Two
just to
has
the party,
boobies, you know.
just to the party, just while guys like trying to think of what's going on. So this was the option that beat intimidation.
We've moved to seduction.
This was the plan.
He's gonna shake his head and he's like, "Listen, no offense, cause I hear cat tongues are great, but I think I'd like to stick to my own race, thank you."
Well,
He says, "But my best cut of meat here, 200 gold."
Jesus
is
Christ.
this what? Is this the same that the cloaked man buys?
Maybe.
Maybe. Interesting.
Depends why you're asking.
Well, if he's your best customer, I would assume that he's buying the best meat you have.
Do a persuasion check for me.
Persuasion.
I feel like that would be deception.
15.
No, not deception. She's not trying to lie
Oh.
about anything.
It's a 15.
15.
Indeed,
Bro
it is
really wants to
interesting.
do some deceiving today.
So she's making it. Hold on. Would it actually be persuasion? You already rolled, so it's fine. But like, she's trying to.
She's trying to coerce the information out of him. I would say it's not deception.
Maybe more insight.
Insight?
No, not insight.
No,
Hey,
insight
I
would be
would
to check if he's lying about the information she got in
Oh, that's
return.
right.
This would actually 100% be investigation.
Investigation. Should I roll investigation?
Oh,
then?
that's right, because investigation also deals with deductions and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what did you roll just on the die?
9.
Yeah.
So what's your?
Then I have
what
a
is-
+1 for investigation.
So it's
Okay,
10.
so
a 10.
10. Okay. Um. So you say that, and he's like, or he could be buying a lot of stuff. He does come in here pretty often.
How often would that be exactly?
Who did you say you worked for again?
I don't work for anyone, actually. I'm just curious.
I'm just
Now
gonna keep my
roll-
mouth
now-
shut.
Now roll a
I feel like
deception
this is
check.
going nowhere.
Oh,
Now I need a deception check.
I'm just gonna. Can I? Are we okay with me intimidating now?
well, she got a 12 on her deception.
12 on deception. So he doesn't necessarily believe that you're not working for somebody because of the questions you're asking. But he can't really be sure who you would be working for that's asking about him. So he says comes in here about twice a week. Buys from me and that vendor over there. That's why I can afford to sell such high-priced meat.
Hmm. What vendor over there is he talking about?
He's talking about a vegetable merchant who's selling fruits and vegetables.
Is it the
More
merchant I bought the watermelon
cabbages!
off?
It is the one that you bought the watermelon from.
Perfect. I have business with this
Sure.
man.
Who is
We have
behind
past
the
relationship.
counter of the vegetable and fruit vendor?
Wait, what was the start of that question?
What is behind the counter?
What is behind the counter?
Yes.
Like what race?
Yes.
Yes.
Goblin.
Not a goblin.
Gnome.
It's not a gnome.
Half
Not-
elf.
He's going to the other end of the spectrum. It's going to be like a full-on giant.
It's a
There's gonna
giant.
be another
Over
furbolg.
under
Me give.
the canopy.
Well, if it's another
Um,
furbolg, then we can just have you talk to it. If it's anything elfish, then I can talk to it.
It's
I also know
actually
Elvish.
it's actually a Lokatha.
The frick is a
What
Lokatha?
is
Lokatha.
It's a locust person.
No. Hang on.
Oh,
I
it's-
will. I
that's
will.
not-
I will.
That'd be
send
too
Is that a
elfish.
lion?
Lokatha.
Is that the lion?
No, that's a
No, that's a
Leonin.
Theon.
I was gonna say if it's a lion, we have something in common. I'm a
Trust
cat,
me, you do
he's a
not
cat.
have anything in common for Leodin.
We both go meow meow.
No.
not a cat.
So you're gonna hate this because you're gonna see the picture of it and you're gonna make an assumption and you're gonna hate when I correct you about it.
Okay. I'm ready to make my assumption.
I'm
I,
ready.
I can already
See
tell it's gonna happen.
Is
Because
Ready to assume.
Is that a catfish?
Is he the seal?
that a Murloc from World of
Oh,
Warcraft?
it's this thing. Okay.
Licks
It's a
my lips
Lokatha.
hungrily at the fish person.
So hold up. Is this a Murloc from World of Warcraft? So the sound I made for the hippo is actually this thing's sound?
What? No. What?
So what do I know about Lokathas? Any idea?
They kind of smelly.
Would you know anything about them?
I mean, I lived in the Feywilds. There was a lot of different races there.
It's not a fey creature. It lives in the water. It's not a fey creature.
Okay.
He just a normal fish person.
Can you really use
Fish.
normal and fish person in the same sentence, though?
Yes. Yes, I can.
I'm not even done questioning the goblin man yet.
I keep
We're
questioning the
fig-
goblin
we're
man.
figuring out our options.
By the way, since like you guys are moving to different vendors, I'm gonna like position myself so that like I have like a wide vision where I could see like both groups just doing things. So basically, so that I could see everybody within
So
the group.
hold on.
You're a
So
helicopter parent.
God.
So Gale is still questioning the goblin. Are you guys
Correct.
still staying behind her, or are you now moving towards the other vendor?
But don't
Do
make
we
it look
want-
Staying behind
suspicious.
her.
Do we want at least like, well, Ozzy, you already
We
bought
can send
a.
Gale to. Yeah, I
Well, you already bought a
watermelon.
watermelon from him, so maybe
Buy another one.
or just
Another one.
so. Because you said you had prior.
Figure
It's
out what
good-
you guys are doing, and then I will continue.
It's gonna look
with
weird
Gale.
if, as soon as the goblin points, one of the back group walks over to him.
So did
Yeah.
the fish person notice the goblin pointing?
No, the fish person's busy with their own
You
customer.
can't
Okay,
see
so
over the store.
it won't be suspicious to him, but it'd be suspicious to the goblin.
Yeah, so maybe Gale talks to the fish guy after we finish talking to the goblin.
Yeah,
Because
just to be sure.
remember, at the moment we're technically unassociated with the SIBO.
all they know is that we are temp goons.
Lackeys.
Yeah.
So if we went over there, it would look weird. So we'll have to leave it at that.
Temp goons. God dang it.
Okay, so everybody's staying where they are at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gil,
Yep.
did you have anything else you wanted to talk to the goblin about?
See, we do. We know he comes twice a week.
know.
That he also buys from the other vendor. He buys a lot apparently. Goes there a lot, twice a week. No, not really, not anymore. No.
Okay.
You're starting to develop a schedule for this cloak man.
Yes.
So yeah, I think I'm good. But
Okay.
what was that wet sound just now?
I don't know
There
who
was
the
a
hell
wet
that was.
Hmm.
Ben, was that you?
I don't
Check
think
yourself.
so.
Talking to this
Alright.
goblin like that.
So we should
God
so we should
damn.
move on to the fish man then. Right? Maybe? Unless
yeah.
anyone else wants to talk to the goblin guy or has any questions for the goblin guy.
Not a question.
Oh yeah, you
Do
did
you
your
have a
weird
statement?
metal thing, didn't you?
Hmm?
Your weird like
Yeah, I
turn
did.
your
Yeah.
So what did we decide?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to deal with something.
It's still active. It's still a thing I have.
We're trying to figure out if anybody else has anything they need to talk to the goblin about, or if we're going to the next vendor.
Would I recognize any of the meat that he's selling since we don't know the origin of it yet?
It looks like meat.
But we know it's not horse.
You do recognize some of it.
Yes.
Meat.
Meat. Good meat.
There's meat that seems to come from like
Oh, I do
creatures
have a
that
question for the goblin.
this meat seems like it's coming from creatures that would be pretty difficult to take down.
So what I'm hearing is there's hippo
Oh.
on that table.
There's no hippo on that table.
Damn it.
There's no hippo on that table.
Damn it, I was
Oh.
hoping. Okay, well, that's all I've got. I have nothing else to ask the goblin.
So
Sorry, no, go ahead.
just for my purposes, as we turn to walk away, I want to make
Wait,
sure
oh.
that this goblin can see the head of the hammer that I have as I try to hide it.
Okay, hang on.
I have one more question for Goblin Man as well.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right. I lean back casually and I'm, just doing a little stretch, just casual. Would you say that this cloak man buys enough meat to say feed slams paws on counter a dragon?
Oh, God.
He looks at you and kind of like leans and he's like, dragons don't actually exist, right?
Remember we were told the
Blue
lore of the
stares
story?
blankly at him. Of course they exist. There's like 40 songs about them.
We
He's
may
gonna
need to
kind of
remove.
shake his head at you and just be like, whatever you want to believe, sweetheart.
I'm just gonna pick the cat up and move them
Yeah.
away and just apologize to the goblin like she's new to the area. She doesn't understand.
She's a bard.
So as you
Just by the
guys walk,
hood.
as you guys turn to walk away, and you kind of haphazardly flash the hammer at him.
Well, it's not flash. It's more like it was hidden, and I try to tuck it back to where it was.
but you're
trying to
doing
draw
it so
attention.
he sees it, right?
Yeah, he's trying to draw attention to the hammer.
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah.
You do that, and he notices immediately that it's not actually made out of magitech.
Oh no, he a smart goblin.
Damn. Well, it's still active. I can still mess with somebody.
I can still mess with someone else. It just doesn't mean it has to be him.
It's true. So you walk over to this other stand, and when you walk up, are you all walking up to it, or is only one of you walking up?
I'm gonna leave it for the. I'm gonna put the cat back down and let the cat go do it. Because Sabu is like the only one who makes sense to it to talk to. Otherwise, it looks weird if we all go over and just start talking to the
Like,
person
hello,
that the
how are
goblin
you? All of this all at the same time.
Yeah, it kind of looks weird that
I want to stay within earshot's distance. So I can
Yeah,
hear
Yeah.
what's
you're gonna
going
be
on.
close enough to hear everything, but
Yeah.
but
like
we
who's
need
actually
going
up to
Sabu
talk
to.
to him.
I'm gonna like shove Sabu forward, just slightly, just nudging them towards the person.
So okay, so you do that, and Sabu moves towards the stall, and the Lokatha looks over to her and is like, "What are you doing there?"
I do a little smile.
I
Like,
really
"What
hope she
can
doesn't
I
eat
help
him.
you with today?"
I don't know if it was a good idea to send the cat for the fish.
It's fine. It's fine. If she won't eat him.
By the way, do we
Hopefully.
know what kind of languages this speaks other than common?
Yeah, this fish thing.
Well, he probably
Um,
speaks
Well,
fish
I
things.
just gotta
You
ask.
you can make a pretty safe assumption that since he is a fish, he would be able to speak Aquan.
Okay.
But you don't
Interesting.
know for sure.
Um,
All right, Cebu.
I'm just gonna call him Fishman. We'll go with that.
All right. I'm
Fishman.
gonna ask some questions.
Okay, go ahead.
I pick up a carrot casually glancing. So, what farms do you get your
Wait.
veggies from?
Sabu has become Bugs Bunny.
He
What's
says,
up, Doc?
"Oh, we're locally sourced from around the area."
Locally sourced from around
Locally
the.
sourced. Would you
I'm
say they're
surprised
good
you guys can
quality
actually
farms?
understand me when I'm doing that.
I'm barely understanding, Sam.
Well, that's basically what
Just
we're
enough.
we're just understanding the fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a struggle enough to buy the watermelon.
You walked away and he was like, "What?"
That's why he sent me. That's why he pushed me to do the talking. He's like, I'm
That's
not
why
dealing with that again.
I'm not dealing with it again. You can have it.
Locally sourced. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to get resituated. I lost my phone somewhere.
Expensive
Oh, my
watermelon.
dog's laying on it. There it is.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
If they're locally sourced, why was this watermelon so expensive? I didn't have to pay for handling and shipping.
Nice. I passed on a watermelon.
Shipping.
Taxes,
On the
man.
watermelon. How
It's
much
that
do
sales
one of these
tax.
bad boys go for?
You talking about the carrot you're holding?
No, the watermelon. I packed the
Oh,
watermelon. How much do one
I
of
didn't
these
realize.
bad boys go for?
Well, they go for 1 gold.
I don't know if the shopkeeper would be very appreciative of the only creature in our group with fur touching all the items.
It's clean. I clean it several times a day. Thank you.
I'm not talking about the cleanness. I'm talking about the leaving of fur.
Oh.
You just see drool all over, just dripping.
From her tail.
So that's from a tail.
1 gold, you say? That's pretty expensive for a locally sourced watermelon. I broke the merchant.
The merchant's like, oh fuck, she's onto me.
She's on to me.
Sorry, I had to respond to something.
Wag my paw. Oh, I waved my paw in front of the merchant's eyes. You still there?
Sorry. What did you ask? Ask it again.
Why is the
I
watermelon so
said-
expensive?
I
Oh,
said that's pretty expensive for a locally sourced watermelon.
He goes. Well, it's been a really remote weekend across the city lines.
Ah, that's from across the city lines. I see.
I'm glad you understood that. I got none of that. I heard low pitch, high pitch, and then
I heard across
Something
the
about
city
lines.
lines, and that's about it.
That's literally all I heard. I was like, aha. Interesting. Sabu has no idea. Interesting. Very interesting.
it took one fish man to destroy the whole party.
No, it took one goblin before the game even started to break the party.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Is the
Okay.
goblin still? Is the goblin vendor still at his stock, or did he disappear too?
No, he's still there.
Goblins just
He got
in this universe,
stuff,
goblins
he's
just
leaving.
disappear.
Well, no. There's also the idea that he might go and tell the cloaked dude that people are asking about him.
People just want people.
What?
Okay, Sabu, you're still talking to fish person.
Ah, yes, fish person. Hello.
Hello, fish thing. Fish thing. Can I eat you? No. Okay.
Oh,
No, please.
oh my god. Oh my gosh. Let's see. They're from across the lines. Okay, so they're what? Oh,
What's
What?
that?
Excuse me.
Is this fish part boar?
Yes.
fish part.
I got it from my mother's side.
I got it from my mother,
How?
but he still adopted the stupid fish accent from his father.
Okay, to the fish
Was
guy.
that said out loud?
To the
Oh,
fish
this-
fan. What is your most popular item to sell?
What I just sold a watermelon.
People sure do like watermelon around here.
Oh,
I'm not
Especially
sure why
the captain
though.
of the guard.
but other than your most recent, what's your most popular? What sells the most? What's your big sellers around your vegetable stuff? I broke in again.
He doesn't even know.
He's just like,
He's
I
like-
sold a watermelon.
He's like trying to count his fins. He's trying to count his fins and how many he's done. He's like, no,
There's only like 2 coins down there.
he's too distracted by the fish market down the road. He's like, those are my brothers.
Oh my god.
he's like, he's like, oh well, I think lettuce would be the most popular item.
Lettuce or was it lettuce?
Lettuce? I
Lettuce.
think he said me. Sabu.
Lettuce. Yeah.
Sabu thinks he said lettuce.
Lettuce.
Oh.
Who cut off halfway through that? Who the fuck was trying to mimic me?
I'm pretty sure it was Asher.
I heard that.
I saw his
Jeez.
thing.
I
I
didn't-
don't think that was a mimic. I think that was a soundboard.
No, that was me.
They fuck Kookaburra now as well. What the hell? How many goddamn parents does this guy have?
Do you have any customers you see often that buys this lettuce?
Well, mostly everybody does.
Most of everyone. Well, I guess that does make sense. Yes. Town does need their lettuce.
I mean, you did ask what the most popular item was.
That is
so.
true. Sabu's line of questioning is strange but effective.
Sabu is the type of person in interrogation that when it starts going poorly, she just starts like rotating the chair menacingly.
No matter how many times you spin, I'm still watching you.
Who would you do you have a number one buyer, perchance?
No.
Oh, you too, sir.
Was he saying no over and over again, or was he just having like a fish fit?
No, he was going like,
Oh, this is
I was like, he's like, well, there is one person. All right,
yes.
everyone just imagine that accent. I can't do it anymore. It's too hard to talk in it.
It's too
I've
hard to
broken myself.
understand, so
No, he's switching to his mother's side of speaking.
Just a little, just
so
like,
anyway,
yeah, it's just
So anyway.
sorry. So anyway,
he turns
Mike
into what's her name
Wazowski.
from, yeah, he turns into what's her name from fucking Monster.
always
the hell's her
watching
name?
Wazowski. Edna,
Always watch.
was it Edna?
I think it was
Her name
Edna. Was it
Or am
Edna?
I thinking
No,
Incredibles?
that's the chick from The Incredibles.
That's Incredibles.
Get the
Yeah.
search out.
I don't remember.
I
Yeah,
can't
figure
go
that out
without
and get back
knowing.
to me.
Anyway,
Um, so he's like, well, there is one person.
yes.
The man who comes in the cloak. He's very
Oh,
nice.
he
got
is he?
Her name is Roz.
Her name was Roz.
What the fuck was her name?
Roz.
Roz?
R
Yeah,
O
her
Z.
name was
Just
Roz.
Roz.
That doesn't even sound relatively familiar.
No,
I don't think they ever said her. I don't even
He
think they
said
ever
her
said their name.
No. He said
does
her
say
name when he was like
in the
scratched,
first
like
interaction.
when he was moving his claw around on the desk to try and like freaking convince her. Like, come on, Roz.
When he was doing his persuasion check.
And then he had
Edna
to.
sounds better for her.
Edna sounds better.
We're calling her
Oh.
Edna from now on. It's part of the law.
Ednatmos.
And guess.
Anyway, back to fish interrogation.
Fish interrogation.
Fish interrogation.
Fish
No, that's when you
Fishgation.
that's when you threaten him by
Fishtigation.
holding him over a barbecue.
Oh,
my god. So you say he said a man with a cloak is his best buyer. Okay. Interesting.
Our bard seems to have a problem with words.
I'm trying
Not
to
great
think
for a bard.
what to ask.
Oh, boy.
Does he come with items? Does he sell anything? Does
Are
he
you
have any
asking
kind of
for-
Hold
weapons
up,
Are
hold
on
you
up.
him?
These
asking
guys
him
are like
now?
face to face. Do they see his face?
So you say a guy with a cloak is your number one seller. Do you happen to know his name?
Why, no, I don't. Nobody
No?
does.
Nobody knows his name. Do you know what he looks like? Any features of him that you can remember?
He's very tall.
Very tall, I see. Sabu's brain instantly goes to dragon.
Oh God.
He's very tall.
You're very dead set on this.
I can just imagine. I'm just imagining the bard's now gonna like draw a picture of a dragon and start waving it in front of people. Have you seen this man?
Draws a picture of a dragon with a robe on, with a tiny robe on. Have you seen this guy? Do you happen to know anyone who might have seen what this guy looks like? Or know him more on a personal level? Anyone he might have afternoon tea with?
Well, can I ask one thing
Do-
first?
I need a check.
A check.
Um,
Why does Sabu's line of questioning always involve food? Or sexual orientations?
do an investigation check.
Investigation.
Yes.
Oh, 19.
Jesus
So
Christ.
he says, "Well, there is one person. To the west of the city, near the river, there is a tailor shop.
It's the greenhouse.
Interesting.
At
Did you
the
say
tailor shop, he does visit there more often than here."
interesting?
Oh no, Sabu's just learned where she can get a cloak.
Very interesting. Did you say under the river?
No,
I think
Okay.
he said near
I
the
heard
river.
near the river. Near the river. Yeah. Sabu has cat fur in her ears. She struggled.
Selective hearing.
Sabu heard tailor shop and was like, ah.
Sabu has
Tailor
left
shop.
brain.
Nothing else matters. Let's go.
At the tailor shop, you say? So he needs to
Yes.
buy. How often have you seen him going to the tailor shop?
Well, I don't actually see him go there, but he does talk about it from time to time. Tells me
Interesting.
about all the new cloths she has come in.
Cloth. Cebu could
Okay, we
use a
need to
new
get.
cloth indeed.
We need
This
to get
one
the
is
cat.
at
Out.
Do the thing again.
least
Pick
a
up the
couple months
cat.
old.
Pick up the cat.
Pick up the
Is this how we chronically
What
evolve?
was
Get
this
rid of civilization?
Pick
tailor
up the
shop
cat by the
have
scruff.
exactly?
Pick up the
Is
I
this
cat.
how we
Pick
just?
up...
being picked up while still trying to talk to the fish man about the tailor.
Yeah, we're just
What sort
walking
of
away.
cloth
She's like
does this man have?
clawing.
Does this lady tailor have?
Are you
Are
We
they
can go
asking
off.
good?
this as they're pulling you away?
Yes.
We can ask the
Yes.
tailor. She's like squirming, like swiping at the air.
I need to know.
We can ask the tailor.
Is it soft? Is it coarse? I need to know. I need to know the quality.
The fisherman is very taken aback as you get carried away while still trying to question him. He's just like, "Oh, goodbye."
Yeah,
Kind
let's just
fish
go
man.
ask the tailor.
All right, we have more information now than what the hippo could have ever provided us. It seems.
Yes, so we're gonna go. We'll go to the tailor.
Did I just hear a meow?
Meowth's
No.
the name, and killing's the
Meow.
game.
So my vote is we'll go to the tailor and ask them because obviously he frequents there more. And if it's a tailor shop, they have to measure his body and they have to see him without a robe on, so they will know what he looks like.
Yes, to the tailor.
Oh my god.
All right.
By the
So
river.
you all travel to the tailor.
Is it the
Um,
greenhouse?
Yes, the greenhouse.
Yes.
The greenhouse.
So you walk in, and as you open the door, there's a little bell that chimes.
Ding.
Um,
I repeat the chime sound.
and you can see lining the walls are rolls of different colored cloths of all different like materials.
Do we have a way we can keep tabs on the cat?
Cebu must touch.
Don't
Um,
touch.
Good luck. So after you all walk in and the door closes, the counter is on the back of the wall, and you see the claw. You see like the curtain move, and an elven woman walks out.
Ooh.
And she's like, "Oh, hello there. How may I help you?"
Looking for your finest cloth, dear ma'am.
No, we're not. We have questions about something else. Someone restrain the cat.
You're the strongest
Restrain the
person here,
cat.
aren't you?
I don't know I'm the strength. But this is the funny thing: is with chronically because a backpack couldn't fit a watermelon. Have I been dragging the cat around with like a watermelon under my arm?
One arm hold me, the other arm hold the
Why-
watermelon.
Why can't your backpack hold the watermelon?
Well, how big is a backpack? I don't know many backpacks that you
big
can
are
stuff a
you?
watermelon into.
We're using video game logic. Your backpack
Okay.
can hold the watermelon, no problem.
Perfect. Okay, good.
So again,
That means
Real
I
quick.
can fit in the backpack.
I'm gonna use magical tinkering,
Oh God.
Okay.
and I'm going to. Let's
This
see.
is your second use of it now, correct?
Yes, I can only affect 3 items, so it doesn't matter how many times I use it. It just I can only have 3 items under the effects of it.
Are you doing it on a different item?
Yes,
Interesting.
I'm going to use it on the Let's see what I can use it on. That's not gonna, hamper me. I'm gonna use it on one of the pittons that I have.
Okay.
I'm not gonna change the amount because I assume I will get it back, but if not, I won't.
So welcome.
I'm
Regis.
going to affect it to have a small. It's gonna basically glow.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand it to Gale and say, "Distract yourself."
Shiny.
So you've effectively given her a laser pointer.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I'm like, where's this going?
Shiny. I shine it on
Somebody,
the wall.
somebody said, "Can somebody detain the cat?" And I said, "Okay."
Yes, that works. Yes.
Cat has been detained.
So I guess we'll just have to. So who wants to talk to the elf? I assume the one who can talk to elves best. Asha.
I know Elvish. Sabu
Me
knows
and the cat
Elvish.
both know Elvish. However, Sabu
Yeah, the
is
cat-
Sabu
with
can
a.
be
also know
helpful.
Elvish.
Oh, you know Elvish
Well,
too?
cool.
Sabu
You guys can all
shines
talk to it
laser
except for the cat.
in someone's
But
eye.
luckily, I think there's 2 languages I know that you guys.
Nice, nice.
Show off.
I think there's only one
I will
language
not be
I know that
sharing
no one
with
else
those
knows.
angels.
Oh.
No,
Those
Sabu, you're
are
too
languages for me and the DM to know, and then you all to find out later on when you don't understand what's going on.
I don't even know what languages those are. I have to go look.
Okay, so
I know it
I
is.
think,
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to ask you about my languages later, Alex.
What
I don't think it has any. Yeah.
Wait, what
But yeah,
exactly is the shiny thing I'm playing with? I
it's
forgot.
essentially a laser pointer.
Okay, at least.
It's a pit, and it's used for rock wall climbing.
Oh.
It's
okay.
literally,
Yeah.
think about it this way: it's a dull metal stake
Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't
with
know
a
what.
loop in it.
Okay. Ooh.
So
I carry it around in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
my
that out of my
God.
inventory. I'm not getting that back.
when it stops glowing, you might. So we're just going to like figure out asking her like, because the other two seemed very defensive when you talked about him, and these guys are going to know him better than the other two, so they're going to be even
Yeah.
more defensive about him.
So the question is if we just turn on the elf language to try and like get, more comfortable.
That's what I was thinking. Was if you talk to them
Well,
in Elven.
here's my thing. They lived in the city the entire time. What makes you think they know Elven if they're Elvish?
Because
The Elven's grandparents.
Racist of you, sir, to assume that they know Elvish
No, but like
just because they're
the Elven
Elvish.
grandparents were here in the city started, and they would have had Elven traits, and they would have passed
I
Elvish down.
dated a Hispanic guy who knew no Spanish, even though his parents spoke a bunch of Spanish.
That's what you
What
call
is
a failure.
Spanish?
Okay.
She's talking about deep speak.
Ah.
Yeah, it's from the south.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's from like the northwest-ish area.
You want the south? Hold on, I'll give you the south.
Oh, fucking damn it! More south.
Too south?
Canonically, that's how Elvish sounds.
It sounds like a really
so-
bad chocolate.
Howdy.
And breads.
So the cat's
okay.
distracted, and there's only 2 people who know Elvish, and it would probably be a good idea. Like I agree, like to talk to her into something she understands. So first off, does she know Elvish? Since we're nice, had to bring that up.
Yes, she does.
Okay,
Well,
perfect.
how do we know that?
Say something in
if
Elvish and
we-
see if she responds.
If we all automatically know our languages, then I can assume the NPCs would too.
Could be a safe assumption.
Could be some assumption.
Or could not be safe.
Do you want
You have a
to?
pit.
Do you want to try and talk to her, or do you want me to? Because as of right now, our characters don't know what languages each other speak, so we could easily just tell her to yeah, they won't understand us.
You got this.
Okay, hold on, I have a fry.
I handled the fort thing.
So I
I have handled the axe and watermelon obtaining.
Jackson
Fish
Watermelon.
and goblin.
Fish and Goblin. Goblin was handled
Yes.
rather strangely, but it was handled.
We
the
now
fish
know
wasn't
what
handled
your-
weird.
We now know where Subu lies on the goblin.
Oh,
Yeah,
The goblin
She was
races.
fascinated on how the goblin got
he
onto
called
the bench.
Sibu pretty. Okay.
I
Okay,
go up
let's continue
to.
with the elves.
I just go up to the
He
elf
called
and
Sibu
in. In Elvish, I ask her, "Hello, I heard from somewhere that you have a person that comes in here sometimes and drinks tea with you."
Drinks tea with me?
No. I think that
Was
wasn't
it-
the thing. I think he just said he visits them more regularly than the other one.
Okay, okay, or at least visits you quite often. We're looking for, or at least, well, yeah, they can't understand this right now, but we are looking for
I
a.
can.
She doesn't know that,
Okay.
does she? She doesn't
So,
know
okay,
that.
Oh,
so
yeah,
hold
okay,
on,
yeah, okay.
pause real quick. Who can understand this conversation right now?
I can.
Nope.
I know Elvish.
I do. I can. I know Elfish as well.
Okay,
So
so
who's over here playing with her laser pointer, giggling like, haha, tea.
I'm just gonna be here like Axe is nice.
Ben, do you
Hello,
speak Elvish?
Kirby.
I do not speak Elvish.
Okay, so only the three of you understand this conversation.
Yeah, but as far as our characters know, we don't know that.
For now, I'm
right?
just kind of paying attention to see if like the conversation, it's like if it
Fascinating.
looks like the woman's getting scared or something, or like if it looks
Yeah.
like they're intimidating them, I might step in. But
Okay.
for now, I'm just kind of staying back and letting them do their thing.
Okay, so NPC doesn't know who actually speaks Elvish, but only the three of you in the party speak Elvish.
Yeah,
Yes.
but don't we not know that either?
Technically, no,
I
because
mean,
we
yeah,
haven't
you guys
met
don't
long
know
enough.
who speaks Elvish or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying
So I'm
out
just
of
able to
out
listen
of
in without anyone
character.
knowing.
Yeah, out of character only.
Out of character, you three are the only three that speak Elvish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I was trying to figure out.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
asked, like, they don't know what we're saying right now, but we got some information that the man in the cloak who shops around the market comes here quite often. We're trying to help the guards and see what's going on around here to do other stuff that we were hired to help for. Do you have any information on the cloaked man that you're willing and able to share that wouldn't cause you too much of a trouble?
You mentioned the guard, and her demeanor changes.
Is it because you can see the watermelon?
She.
Mhm.
I thought the watermelon was in your backpack.
Can I pull the watermelon out and show her the watermelon?
Look at my
Because
watermelon.
that's the important thing.
The watermelon just falls out of the backpack, and suddenly everything changed.
Yeah, she's like
Shibu
so
goes
she's
over
no,
she's
with
like all
I
shy
want
of
in
watermelon.
mouth, staring at
I want you
watermelon.
to try, because you realize we're talking in a different language. I want you to try to attempt to say watermelon in a different language. That would be perfect.
So you mentioned the guard, and her demeanor changes. She is now not as friendly as she was when you walked in. She says, "Well, if you're working for the guard and you want what's best, I suggest you leave him alone."
I like get in a little closer just to like do that pretend whisper thing. It's like we're not actually working for the guard per se, considering how stupid the guard captain is. They obviously have no idea what they're doing. This man's
While
if
Shibu's
the
in
people
the background playing with the laser pointer, rolling around, knocking stuff over.
I am one to believe that at least for now, since you and clearly the people in the market are willing to sell this guy stuff, there's something else going on, and the guards aren't giving us the full story. So we're just trying to see what's going on, and if he's able to tell us what's going on, then that'd be great. But
Spewed all up.
As far as it's concerned, with the guard and with the people here, he has done nothing wrong. He has been nothing but supportive to the people here.
is it true that that support has lasted for a couple thousand years at least, considering the oath of a guard captain said that even some elvish grandparents were able to recall stories of him?
I heard stories of him since my great grandmother was alive.
Great. Oh, that's 4 generations. Oh god.
He's way older than we thought. Oh shit.
So hold on, I'm trying to think. So he's way older than yeah, exactly. Oh,
I all sticky now. Great.
Why are you sticky from? What?
I opened my bottle of soda and it spilled all over. It went all
Aw.
over me.
That's gonna be really
Jeez, I
painful.
gave
to
you
get
a
cat
laser
for.
pointer. How are you sticky?
Drool.
No,
Yeah.
here's the next
I've been
thing. What
carrying it
happens
around
when
in my mouth, going crazy with it.
what happens when Sibo becomes bored with the laser pointer and then wants to buy fabric? Are we just gonna have like a cat like
I don't think
I will
rampaging
Sibo
to the
magically
shop?
tinker another laser pointer.
I don't think Sibo
It's
had
just-
thought about that until you said it.
Sibu had not thought about that until it was said, yeah.
just thinking out loud here.
Sibu
With
is now
the
eyeing
cloak.
the fabric.
Sure.
So if go ahead.
Hold on, wait 2 seconds. Hold on, 2 seconds.
One.
So we get to have discussion
Two.
now. Okay.
Okay. So
Okay, sorry, and I had to plug in my headset to charge. Say again.
nice. So I just I'm trying to think what to say. So if he's been around since her great grandparent, well, So I just ask her, well, what are those stories that you heard of him exactly?
Just as I've said, he's very supportive of the people in this city.
Is there any? I can't really speak to them, so I can only think aloud. I think.
What?
Curse my dumbness.
Curse the fact that you also don't understand what they're saying.
Exactly.
So
I'm just-
I think I'm just gonna
She's just
divert the topic.
babysitting Sibu right now.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Just make sure she doesn't go after the cloth. Okay, so he's a supporter, so the guards were lying. That's obvious, considering that the guard captain said that the king, prior to the current brat, was the one that decided to order the hunt for him. But what
The king
is-
before this one and the one before him.
Oh, so it's like so only at least the last, like, 60 years. The kings are human, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just-
Are we going to have general discussion after this? As I don't know what's going on, and I have shiny axe and watermelon.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Can share whatever they want to share from this conversation.
So I'm asking her, okay, so I say what I said already, and then do you know what might have caused the kings to just suddenly try and go all bloodthirsty to kill a man who's been supporting this place for longer than probably their family has had descendants?
She shakes her head and says, I don't even think anybody knows the reason he was originally started being hunted anymore. It's just become a general order now.
Okay. Can you confirm for me if he has anything to do with the string of attacks that we're being told about around town?
He would never.
So from what I'm hearing, this man is a generally stand-up guy who supports the community and is loved pretty much by everyone. It's just that the kings are stupid. Do you know where I could go to possibly eventually meet him? I don't need an exact, like, where his house is, just a place that if I wanted to talk to him, I could, so I can see if there's anything we can do to help.
She says he lives in the forest, but this forest is like unlike any other in the world.
Well, how do you mean? Because the only thing I've heard is people saying the forest came to life and attacked them. Was it this cloaked man, or is that the forest itself?
Are you asking her this?
Yeah.
How's just that quote? Why does every time we say that quote, it sounds familiar to me?
What quote?
Every time I say what?
The forest came to life and attacked. I swear it's from a movie.
Yeah,
Harry
Wizard
Potter?
of Oz, the trees attack.
Harry Potter, The Wizard of Oz, Lord of the Rings.
No, not any of those. It's a modern day war movie.
I have no idea.
Period.
Making
Sounds
a
awesome.
V-
Period.
Are you making
Oh,
a?
excuse me.
I'm trying to remember the storyline of the movie to see if it like matches up.
Oh my god.
So you say this, and she says, well, he would only hurt people in self-defense. And no, this forest isn't different because of anything like that. Do you know what this forest is called?
I shake my head no.
It's called the Frozen Forest.
Oh.
The
Why
deeper
is...
in you go, the colder it gets.
Would it
Cebu
be safe
randomly
to class
says
it?
Cebu is good with cold.
Would it be safe to class it
Everyone
as
not knowing
a?
Cebu speaks Elfish.
Would it be safe to class it as a tundra then, out of character? Just for my
No,
mental. No. Okay.
it is a forest.
It is a
Okay.
forest. So like I'm just like, does anyone know why or what's going on within the forest to cause this?
She shakes her head and she says, there's only been one person who tried to follow him in. He didn't make it nearly as far as he thought he could. And he froze to death before getting anywhere near where he was supposed to get.
Okay.
Cebu looks up at her babysitter and says, Cebu is good with cold.
I'm sure you are. But for future reference, I walk around in like very limited armor. I feel like I'll freeze.
Well, you have no idea what the cold is
Yeah,
about. You just
only
know Cebu is good with cold.
yeah, all you know is Cebu is saying Cebu is good with cold, and that's all you know. You know nothing
So-
else.
So I just give a nod and I'm like, thank you. How much for a how much do you charge for a cloak? And this time I'm just speaking in basic now.
Look,
Oh fuck.
Depends on what kind of cloak.
Cebu waddles over. What is
Cebu,
your
if
best
it'll
cloak?
if it'll keep you calm and not trying to claw at another fish person, you can have a cloak.
What was your question to her? Gail?
What is your best cloak?
My best cloak. Well, my best cloak would be made out of my best material. And she goes to the back and comes out with this beautiful, like royal purple silk.
Oh,
$300.
5,000 gold.
that there is a cloak if I've ever seen a cloak.
Oh god.
And I have seen cloaks.
Well,
Well, what
no,
would be the price?
it's just the cloth. It's not a cloak.
Oh, that
Not
there is
made
cloth
into
if
it.
I've ever seen cloth, and I have seen cloth.
Well, Sabu, you would need to get measured to see if you can and get a price on how much it would be for a cloak to be made for you
Yeah.
out of that.
Have you used this cloth before to make a cloak?
Not to make a cloak, but I do use this this particular strand fairly often.
Does your friend buy his cloaks from here?
I've never made him one,
Oh,
and as far as I can tell, the cloak he wears is not made of the same material that I use.
sorry, Ozzy tooted in my chat.
What?
What?
So the cloth's not from the what material would you say it is then?
It's thin but tough.
Thin but tough, and he lives in a forest that is freezing cold. Interesting.
Would it be worth us getting some type of gear since we were in a capital?
I would assume so. I mean,
I would.
And we
it
are in
would
a
it would
fabric shop, which means
it would
more
Yeah, but
probably
there
be
might be a
like
made
blacksmith.
for us.
Yeah, but it'd probably be more expensive since we are in the capital. I mean, you paid 1 gold for
That's
a
what- yeah,
wine.
that's
Well,
what I
I
was
know
thinking.
a goblin looking for Here's what we'll do. Okay, we'll put an IOU on the tailor, and then we'll get y'all looking good. That way, I can pretend that y'all are the better goons, and then we could go to the goblin, kill some animals, get some money, come back, pay her, go to the forest.
I want to chime in here. You know, the things that were on that table are very hard to kill.
You have an axe.
I mean,
She has a
that's a
point.
fair argument. I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
So
that-
here's the thing, right? You saw the meat on that table. You know it's hard to kill. You know that your axe would not be enough because you know how hard it is to kill these things.
Have a net.
I mean, even if his yeah, exactly. Even if his character knows that, you really think that would stop his character?
I mean, fair.
Don't you remember
I'll
how I
just
used
have
the
to
net
swing
last
my
time?
axe harder.
Check. Oh no, I've been
Fair
slow.
point,
Just
I've
fair
been
point.
it might make him want to go
talking
after it
my voice
more.
this whole time.
For reference, I
Let me
done fatted the DM with how I used my net.
set up.
Nice.
I'm
Okay,
sitting up. Nobody's checking,
Well,
my
let's
back
ask the
up.
important question: how much would it be for a cloak of that for the cat?
Yeah, how much would it be to measure the cat and then give her the cloak? So,
Out of the purple,
yeah.
Yes.
she says,
What if?
unfortunately, I don't want to make any assumptions here, but I'm going to assume you wouldn't be able to afford it.
She's calling us poor.
Okay, I have a little persuasion.
Okay.
What if we can ensure that no harm comes to your friend? Sibu needs cloak.
She says, I'm not sure that's a worry of mine.
So
He did
can
kill
get
like the whole
himself
royal
a one?
guard,
He didn't kill.
Well, yeah,
He didn't
Kill
kill him.
anybody.
Yeah.
that's true.
or could have killed.
At this point,
What
I
if
think
you
she's.
can get the king to take the what's it called when you pay
Bounty?
people? Bounty
Resend.
off of his head? And then he'd
Also,
be
would
able to
be
live in
easier
peace.
said than done.
Well, can we
Yes,
have a
Sibu
number
is
so
a
we know?
cat of many words.
I look at the
Cebu
elf and I'm
can
just
do.
like, the cat's going to keep going until we are able to at least get a number so she understands how
Yeah.
much it is.
So you can crush her dreams and we can move on.
What if Sibu gives you all of the money that all of
she's
us
gonna
have?
put her hand up. She's gonna put her hand up,
I'm not volunteering
and she
for that,
says, okay. In order for me to make a cloak of this material for you,
Sibu's tongue sticking out.
Oh,
it
God.
would cost you 10,000 gold.
10,000 gold. I look over at the party behind me. How much gold do y'all have?
Nowhere near
How much is the
10,000.
Let's ask next week. How much is the bounty on the guy's head?
You don't even actually know there's a bounty on his head. All you know is that the guards are trying to catch him.
Yeah,
You
it's
don't
just
know
a
of any
king's order.
bounty.
Sibu
Okay.
looks at the elfish lady and says, "What if we kill the guard and then he's safe?"
I mean, I got watermelon to feed him.
I'm
I
gonna,
smack Cebu
since
in
you
the
just
back
said
of
that
the
out loud, I'm just going to step in right there and give her this really nasty look.
Before
Wow.
you even step in, I would like to smack Cebu in the back of the head.
Roll an unarmed attack.
Wait, remember what happened with
It's
Mimi,
a nat
Ornias?
1, but it's a 5.
Ornias, remember?
You go to slap her, and she ducks so quick, and you end up slapping yourself in the face.
What?
Almost like I just meant to smack myself in the face. Yeah. Fucking idiot.
Smack, you okay there?
So,
So she says. So she puts her hand up again after seeing this roughhousing and mentions of killing guards. And she says, "You are not the only one with an interest in this particular line of fabric.
Cebu has
I will make
competition
a
as
deal
well.
with you.
Ooh.
Deal?
I will give you the fabric. I will not make you the cloak. However, when you find this, when you find the cloaked man, tell him that I've requested as his friend that he make this into your cloak.
Oh.
He is the only
Aw.
other person that is able to afford this material.
I look at her and I'm like, what name should we use to tell him it's you? Because we can't just very well say the elf woman.
He'll know who you're talking about.
Just say the
Okay.
tailor shop worker.
Okay. Okay.
Is
So I guess
there
our next.
is there like a thing that elves say like to each other as like a form of like polite thank yous or something? Like a
Yeah, the
phrase
word
or
thank you.
something? Well, I didn't know if there was like a phrase that elves use. Like, Spock says live long and prosper, something like that.
That's just a
I
Spock
mean,
thing.
sure, there's like a generic, like, nicer way of saying thank you, that elves say to each other.
You know what? I look at her and in Elfish I say, live long and prosper. And I hold up my
God.
paw, kind of stretched out because I can't. It's a paw. I can't really do the hand thing.
She nods at you very cautiously and hands
Confused.
you the
Like,
Did we get a
hands you
location?
the cloth.
I
Did we
wrap
get a
the cloth
location?
around me and
Good
lean
point.
into her and say, is he a dragon? You can tell me. I won't tell the others.
She says to you, unfortunately, I don't know what he is. Nobody does. He
Oh.
doesn't show his face or any part of his body for that matter to anybody.
Considering our
Cebu
tour
takes
guide.
that as he's definitely a dragon.
Considering our tour guide is still here, I look back at her and I'm in Elfish and I say, where exactly do we go to get him to make this cloak for her and to meet him?
Your best bet is to wait until he comes back in the city.
Do you know how long that'll
I
be?
would say. Well, he was here yesterday, so I would say probably not for another few days.
He comes twice. He comes
Twice a week, yeah.
twice a week. So 7 divided by 2.
He
That
comes every 3 days.
every 3 days.
man, he's a champion.
I just, I just, the character's dumb, but he knows numbers. And all you see is like the cat counting on the fingers, like I'm just there 3 days.
Cebu holds her paws up, looking at
Technically
them like,
3.5.
oh, every.
How many bean toes does Sabu he have on her paws?
Yeah, how many beanie
Cebu has
fingers?
the normal amount of cat bean paws.
Okay.
Which
So, like,
is
4,
5.
25.
4 with a dew claw.
25.
Yeah,
4
5 with a
claw, yeah.
with a weird thing.
Her pads
So if
are
you won't be here for
With a
another
pat-
2
with a cat
days.
thumb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
cat
can
thumb.
assume not for another 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. So is there a blacksmith in town?
There is. So if you look at the city map,
Is it the Blue House?
no, it is not
Damn
the
it.
Blue House.
Is it
Yeah,
the
God, I
lighthouse?
don't want to go that
It's
far.
the one with the forge.
Yes,
Okay,
Is
it's the one
it-
just
is
that
it
was
below.
a
one with
bakery.
the one
forge?
that's almost
Probably.
directly south of you.
I thought that was a bakery.
Yeah, excuse me.
That was a bakery.
I
It
just said it to
is-
see if anyone was paying attention.
He bakes the daily
And
bread
then,
outside.
okay, I'm just gonna make a quick assumption. So
It's
that's
the
that.
swords.
The thing directly right to it, with that's like a double stack with a chimney, is a hotel. That's a
That's the
church
inn,
above that.
No, that's part of the
no,
forge.
that is not a church above that.
The big thing above that's not a church.
Nope.
What? Okay, don't know what the fuck that is. And the blue one's gonna be the fish market.
Nope.
Damn it, my assumptions are wrong. I mean, I
Blue
can't read
one's
math.
a
One of them was
herbal-
semi-right.
I don't know.
The blue one was semi right. Okay.
No. You saying the one was a hotel, it's an inn, so, I mean,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay.
Stop.
Well, I think we should because if we want to look, if Cat wants to hunt the things for the goblin, we are going to need better weapons.
I mean, we
A
don't really
boomerang
need
is
to
not
hunt
going to
the
cut it.
things anyway. We don't have to hunt those.
So I will
assumedly-
say this for you guys: it is starting to get late.
So we need to.
No.
I'm gonna look at the tailor and be like, and just go. On another note, avoiding your friend. Do you know anything about the attacks that have been happening in town?
I do not. Thankfully, none of them seem to have occurred around here, but that could change.
My
As do
assumption.
Do you know where they do occur?
Anywhere else?
My
Anywhere
assumption is
else
going to be
there.
we want to stay out at night.
You want to stay out at night.
Well, the attacks are probably going to be happening at night.
Logically speaking, it would only make sense, yeah. Otherwise,
Fair.
So,
there'd be a lot more
logically-
people.
If they
You
don't
would want to
attack
be out.
the tailor, does that mean they're afraid of like
The wizard guy?
cloaked
Maybe
man?
they're not going after businesses.
Maybe. But I was
Maybe they
thinking
just
maybe
haven't-
they
well-
just didn't want to
populace.
upset the cloaked man and have them him attack. them
Well,
or
the
something
thing is, if
by going
they've been
after
around
the-
for so, yeah. So it might be Cloakman fear, or because if they've been around for so long, this is like a major part of the city, isn't it? It's right next to the drawbridge thing, bridge
Yeah.
thingy.
Cebu no
Yeah.
Lake
So
Bridge.
that bridge on the map, just because there was no better bridge, the bridge is actually like a full stone bridge.
Okay.
Like a cobblestone bridge. It's not made of wood, or it's not a
Cebu's
drawbridge.
not
Like, there's
good with
just no better
bridges.
bridge.
Okay.
So the option would probably be because we don't know where the attacks happen, and the only information we have is they don't happen around here. I wouldn't think it would happen in the main street, just to the fact it's a main street. Don't think it would happen near the barracks.
I doubt it would be near the inn because that's where a lot of people generally are at night.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's going to happen around the Blacksmith Lighthouse area.
Ooh.
Or the port district area, just away from the inn.
Near the Blue House.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, well, yeah. So either way, I'm in
No,
voting
but
of us staying up.
also- But also, they know that the guards. There's not any guards really to like protect anyone from their attacks anyway. So really, they could attack anywhere and not have any repercussions.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
assuming this
but-
is not the first time the guards have come off second best to the wizard.
Oh,
Yeah, if this has been happening since the previous king, then and they're human, it's at least been going on for like 80, 60 years. Trying to hunt the wizard dude, so it's
I
So
was talking about the dragon guys.
yeah,
yeah,
like,
but what we're
Yeah, the
is
gang.
the
They
the
wouldn't-
guards. This wouldn't be the first time all of the guards would probably be defeated by the wizard guy leaving the opening for the gang.
yeah.
That's
So the
true.
gang wouldn't use that as an opportunity, or might not. I don't know. This gang could just be like as smart as me.
Very, yeah.
And I wouldn't think it would happen in the actual like castle.
Yeah, I
So
don't
I'm
think that-
saying, I'm saying
Right.
Blacksmith Lighthouse area. Like we can, we've got a few days, so we can like stalk one area per night until the cloak guy gets back.
I forgot. Have we actually? We know there's no pattern, but do we know
Yeah,
at
there's no
least how many like how many days a week an attack has typically happened on average?
1 to
We're
2.
supposed to question people at the market.
Yeah.
You know, it happens about 1 to 2 times a week.
1 to 2 times a week. Okay.
Not very often, but random.
Okay, so I want to ask the tailor lady on the subject of the gang attacks and all that. Do they tend to like do the attacks after the cloakman leaves? Like, is it noticeably like it's like basically asking like noticeably does it line up with
Is it more frequent when he's
Yeah.
gone?
Yeah.
She says, no, it happens fairly randomly.
So basically, we just have to get lucky if we want to catch attack.
Yeah. So that means there's at least no correlation that we can know of between the cloak guy and the gang in terms of like, the attacks and him showing up.
Yeah. So
could say they're not really afraid of him if that's the case.
is there more attacks when the guards are out of action after they've been knocked out by something?
No, the frequency has not increased since the guards have been out of commission.
So it's nothing to do with the guards either.
Nothing to do with the guards, nothing to do with the cloaked wizard, nothing to do with the people they're attacking because it's all random. But it at least
Have they
happens one or two
been
times.
less or more frequent every time a new king takes reign?
Also, no change in frequency.
God damn. They just bastards and just attack whatever they want. God damn.
Well, if one of our suspicions is the port area, then they could be pirates staying in a ship off the coast.
Yeah, but this has been going on for millennia, basically.
At least.
It's not pilots. It's not pirates because they're not going to sit there for that long.
You never know.
Or it's unlikely to.
And
Do you
if they
think
were
they're a
attacking
group
from
from
one
inside
place,
city
If they were
gates,
attacking
or
from
do you
one
think they come
place,
from
yeah.
outside?
then they would have been caught
And, like,
eventually.
Where are they
Yeah.
coming
These are
from
people
to
that have
attack?
grown up here, that have lived here, that know every back alley, every nook and cranny of every crevice of the city, so they can hide and get away from the attacks.
That would be another question. Is there a slums in town?
Yeah.
Not really.
Is there a less populated area in town?
It's all pretty much even.
God damn it.
It's all
have
pretty
no
much
clue.
even in class and race distribution, so can't very well narrow it down to like a street rat kind of thing.
Yeah, we can't.
No.
So it's not.
It's basically in this city. It's upper class and middle class. There is really no lower class in this city.
So it could. Oh my god.
Not by choice. It's because there is a wealth of income in the city.
Well, yeah, it's one gold piece for a goddamn watermelon.
Yeah, people gotta be making money somehow.
Okay. Is there any so it's the attacks are random, but does anyone see where they come from or where they go? Like, do they go south, west, east?
Nope.
So they just appear, disappear. They do it.
I feel like this is twice a week. So I feel like this is like the locked door Sherlock Holmes mystery. I can't fucking figure it out.
Well, the thing is, we haven't even been to a crime scene, so it's not like we can investigate much.
But no one knows where they are.
Yeah,
I don't even
and
know
the
where they
guards.
last attacked.
The captain, the guard isn't going to show us anything until we help his guys.
Which at that point, the last thing he knows is pretty much useless
I'm
unless he's staying.
honestly, I'm sure if we convince him that, with his men down, we're the only thing helping the city, really. If he
And plus, I have
understands
water.
this and if he cares about the people, I'm sure he'd be willing to be more lenient and give us the information that we need.
That's if
Well,
he cares about the people.
Well, hold up. We've got no leads. It's getting late. Let's go to the inn. We'll stay
Have a little
there and
powwow.
we'll have a power nap and regroup tomorrow on which lead we want to chase. If we want to chase Lord Hippodon or Cloak Man from the forest.
So Alex, question. Since I am the guide of this group and I have no money for the inn, does
Is it
that
sponsored?
mean, are they like, am I sponsored?
No.
Let me check something real quick.
No, you'd
Okay.
probably just go back to the castle, wouldn't you, and come retrieve us in the morning.
I guess, yeah, that'd be the logical thing, but
Yeah, but we're
And
being
seeing
guided
that
by
we're
I'm
the
supposed to
helping
keep
the
king.
an, if I'm
city, are
supposed to
we
keep an eye
being-
on you, yeah.
Store, are we having to pay for housing?
Well, I had
I
to
mean,
pay for watermelon, so I think housing would be.
Well, no, you didn't need a watermelon, but like, if the king wants us to help,
You
I would
don't know.
assume he would give us the housing necessary until we're no longer like underemployed.
You don't know. This
Probably a
watermelon
good
could be
idea.
very, very important.
Okay. Nobody has to worry about paying for room and board.
Oh, dope.
Awesome. And you know why we don't have to
on
worry
the
about it?
on the condition
Yas.
that Sibo
Sleeps outside.
performs at the inn.
Sibu.
Oh,
Performs at the end, I can do that.
If Sibu performs at the inn, no one has to pay for their room and board,
I can do that.
or at least their room.
Okay.
Sibu can do that.
Shibu.
Okay.
Just hope you don't run into the goblin. Okay. So we'll
Sibu
head
does
towards
good
the inn.
music.
Okay,
Hey,
so
you
you
two
guys
don't
are
have to
you're
pay.
heading to the inn now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Now,
you
since this is a long walk through the city, I am going to make sure we are not followed and try to look for any suspicious people on the way there.
perception check for me.
Oh,
Yep, I assumed as much.
you too don't have to pay for your
19.
Jesus Christ.
You do not see anybody or anything following you. You have a very
Nobody's
leisurely
suspicious.
walk back.
Because remember, we haven't really dug anything up about the gang, so they're not going to be too worried about
Yeah,
us.
but
We're
we're
more
still
focused on.
investigating. So people,
still-
like, these people seem like they're keeping tabs on everybody in the city, including guards, because they're attacking people and no one's being caught.
Oh, actually, I gotta ask the DM something. I'll DM the DM
Yeah.
something. Give me a sec.
Okay.
While he's doing that, you too don't have to pay for your hotel expenses with today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Hey, shut
Oh,
it.
Lord. Oh,
I'm gonna
thing
phrase it as that.
that thing I thought you guys were going to assume about the Lokatha.
Oh yeah, what was
Look
Yeah.
at that picture and tell me how tall you think he is.
Like 2 foot tall.
I assume because there's
Ozzy,
what
what is it
looks-
again? Remind me.
Like he
Like,
it's a fit.
text it to me. Message me it.
Oh, yep.
I
That's
assume that's a
seal?
dog next to him.
That's what I assumed too, but I also thought it could be
Seal.
like a bit of
It's a
seaweed.
seal.
I mean, the
Yeah,
it's a
animal, yeah.
seal.
I want to say about 4
I
feet.
mean, it depends if you have it on display or not. That's entirely up to you.
Got it. I don't.
So
I
yeah.
feel like it would smell.
So I figured figured you guys would be like, oh, it's another little man like the goblin or the dwarf, but that thing's actually like 5 feet tall.
So
It's
it's
not-
close.
It's not
I
too
assumed it was
surprising.
about like
It's
Yeah.
four
like 5
feet.
to 6 feet tall.
No, he's not too bad. Okay.
I thought.
Yeah, I guess I would
also
have it
thought
on display. So I guess they would have just been seeing it the whole time.
Okay.
What is it?
So I have a trophy from something I
Oh,
have killed in
no.
the past, and it is a head of someone I have killed in the past.
Oh,
Okay, so the only
So, yeah,
thing I
you
have to
just
say
be-
is
I-
poor cat.
It's just titled as a necromancer head,
Oh,
and it's just been tied to my hip this entire time.
The
The
head
cat
of a
has
what?
a
It's
necromancer.
but what?
The necromancer itself. That's all it says.
It's just a necromancer head. I didn't ask questions when I killed it.
Okay.
and we didn't ask questions when I was just dangling